Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Snark Tank podcast. It's us. It's me, Chris, Tim Sweeney, Tim Derek. Look at him over there. We're recording later today. Sweeney wanted us to record at 2, so naturally he got here at 2:10.
I did not.
You did. So we're going to be, we'll be talking a lot today.
You know what I like though?
What?
I was like, man, I want to get this done early. I got a lot of stuff to do. I just want to consistently do it. I was like,
oh, I didn't know you had something to do.
I was like, hey, can we record at 11?
My bad.
And you're like, that's cool. And then like way later, it's like, hey, can we do 2? I'm just like,
I didn't know you said you had something. I thought it was just like a regular day. My bad. I would
Do you
have
not
like,
read
cool.
the why
he
don't
didn't
you
say he had all. He said, hey, can we do it? Can we do it at 11? He didn't say.
why would I would change it for no reason?
I know you had a reason why. If it was like, oh, I have to get things done by X amount of time, I'd be like, oh no, cool. I'll
No,
come
but
in
why
early.
would I just, hey, for no?
It's kind of implied by like
yeah, since we normally do it at like
Because I had something to
11:30.
do earlier, so that's why I came in late.
Hey man, whatever.
Wait, hold on. What'd you do?
I had an eye appointment.
Oh, you had an eye appointment?
Yeah, an eye appointment?
Yeah.
What'd you do? What's
I have my prescription. Now.
Why do you even have a prescription if you're not going to get contact lenses or glasses?
That's
you
why I
motherfucker?
went there.
I don't believe you because you're not
Fine.
wearing anything.
So you
I
got,
didn't get anything. I have to get my prescription done.
Are you actually going to get them?
you
Yeah,
get your
probably.
prescription the
I'm
same
gonna-
day.
I have to go get my glasses though. You get your prescription, you have to go get your glasses afterwards.
Yes.
How bad's your prescription?
You didn't. Oh, you didn't want.
It's pretty not that like.
You didn't want to get it from there.
I didn't want to get it from there because it's gonna cost more.
Yeah,
But I can just go get it
absolutely
cheaper.
does. It absolutely does. I use.
I go to like
use
the place in like freaking the mall and get it for like $9, $10.
My prescription, they need to go to a lab to do it. It's so specific.
It's so specific.
Yours are that bad?
Well, no, my glasses, they can't just like make them on a whim like that. They take time. These are specialty lenses.
I mean, your glasses are as thick as a phone book, so yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah, I got a Chinese company that kills it. They're pretty good at it.
Yeah, because it's lead. It's a lead glass.
Well, the funny thing is I think whatever they use to make the fake gold color. I think I'm allergic to it.
Oh, good.
And it took me a while to.
good.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I need to look it up. Like, hey, what's the chemical or whatever? And because
This is for the glasses that you have.
so like I have some like fake gold plated frames, and it took me a while to realize that 'cause I felt like I was dying. My sinuses felt like they were inflamed and on fire, and I'm like, what's wrong? What's happening? Do I have COVID? And I started to realize that it was that gold stuff. Now there's like a teeny bit on here, but it's not enough to really upset me. Like say it might just be from that company. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be.
just
There
be-
might actually be real lead in there. I don't know.
give such
It is a
little
Chinese
fucks
company.
about glasses that I'm probably gonna put strings on mine. Like I don't give a shit. Probably gonna be strings. I'm gonna tie it around my head and use it
That's
like
crazy.
that.
That's
I just don't
crazy.
give a fuck.
I guarantee you,
They're
it's gonna,
just a tool to be used.
Do you know?
to
Do you know what
see
your
better.
prescription is?
My prescription's like what, like maybe like 11, something like that, like 11.
my shit's weak as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you. I don't think you could have seen them from here. I had it like this whole time, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, my shit. Look, you want to listen to how weak this shit is? But it's enough. My stigmatism's enough to where it gives me migraines.
Oh, oof.
So that's why I have to wear glasses.
That's not. That's baby numbers.
Exactly. That's what mine are. They can't even. They're like, you know how they have better lenses to make them much thinner. So if you have like giant ones like you,
Yeah.
like the really thick, they'll get these special lenses so they can be significantly thinner. They're like, you don't need that. They're like, it costs more. They can make more money, and it just says like, you're so thin.
These are
you're
actually thinner
stupid.
than they used to be too, because I remember because these are thick at the edges, but like they thin out
Yeah.
at the front.
Uh-huh.
But like I remember they used to be just fucking. I remember seeing glasses that were just thick the whole time.
Ben has
you had
really
like
bad eyes
you had
too.
like binocular fucking glasses.
I didn't
Just
have them, but I
sticking out?
saw them. I would remember like I don't even know. You'd have to be like minus 55 for those or something.
That's not even
At that point,
you can't
just
even- you can't see
just
it
be
that
Daredevil at this
You
point.
might as well be blind, yeah.
Just put the red
Just
fucking suit on.
just put the fucking blindfold over your face and start fighting people. You know,
Yeah.
Anyway,
run around in the forest in the dark. You know,
we're recording on a day that we don't normally record because it just seemed kind of pertinent to record.
the girls are fighting.
The
man.
girls is fighting indeed.
She said that, and I was like, I cannot believe she said that.
Who, AOC?
Yeah.
She's having fun.
Oh, so you said that?
Like, yeah, you said that. Of course you know that
So
means.
yeah, Elon and Trump are going at it. It's hysterical. it made my day yesterday. And you know what was crazy about it too?
Yeah.
Is that I went onto Facebook just to see like what are the old, what are the old people saying?
Yeah.
And I actually saw people that I never in my fucking life would have ever thought say anything to the degree where it's like I saw somebody that I knew was like a MAGA guy saying he should be impeached. And I'm like, that is fucking crazy. I thought you would die before I saw that. I don't know how widespread that is, but the fact that that happened at least once is insane. And hopefully it's at least 15.
Why do you think he
Because he believes he's a pedophile.
Took this long.
So
for
it
me.
like-
Presumably.
So-
That'd be a pretty good line, I guess.
So-
it's crazy that you didn't know that already.
So Elon Musk is the one that unearthed that?
That's kind of the thing. It's like they put all their faith in like these two people. And so when one of them says something, well, it must be true if it's coming from him. He worked alongside him, which I get if you're stupid. But,
Severely stupid,
Literally,
yes.
Emperor
you take what you can get in this world.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? I was like, I was
Emperor-
celebrating. I went out. I got I don't remember. I ate something good.
You ate something to celebrate?
Yeah, I got myself a nice dinner.
That's
Emperor
good.
Palpatine
Huh?
said he was a piece of shit. And even now they're like, oh, a guy that believed in conversion shock therapy.
I know,
was like,
right?
Hey, this guy sucks.
You know what's
Oh yeah, because
this guy
his fan base
sucks.
wanted to kill him.
This guy
and he
sucks.
did nothing about it.
This guy that he technically kind of helped America not go through a direct coup. Actually, too, it's kind of
Oh,
insane.
Mike Pence? Yeah, he's-
Pence
Well, that's what I mean.
Kind of that's
He's
kind of crazy.
technically a baller.
He's technically a hero. He's like the Russian guy that didn't press the last button to start nuclear war. Like he was there and shouldn't have been on the east coast of the world. He was like, let's
Yeah.
not blow up everywhere. Let's not show the nuclear warhead.
You
Like,
had
those are heroes in
you had-
history, technically.
You had the most heroic ending that was possible given the path you chose.
Right.
I think that's still
Right.
the most heroic ending, though.
It's
you
not.
know?
It's not.
The most
not at
heroic
all.
ending would have just been not
It's
to be
to
there.
not be a
although I
giant
guess
piece of shit.
although I guess you could argue that had he not been there, someone else
might
would
have
been
done it, exactly.
Who was more? So I see what you're saying, but
He's technically the hero of the story.
I'm not here to give Mike Pence any props because he's not even relevant for
He
the
still
story.
sucks.
Yeah, whatever. They all are fucking
course,
terrible.
yeah.
But my favorite thing about this, and for those of you who don't, I can't imagine that anybody's watching this that doesn't know. But just for a recap,
Sure.
so this big beautiful bill is being presented. Elon doesn't like it. Presumably, what was the reason why?
Well,
It's fucking
remember?
the EV
It's
stuff.
it's mainly
fucking with the
he's
EV
not
stuff, right?
that's it. He's not getting his tax breaks. He's not getting the subsidies that he normally gets for the EV stuff. That he was like, nah, and that largely upset him. Then also, I guess somebody who was supposed to be a ghoul piece of shit in charge of NASA. Trump decided not to go with this guy. It was somebody that was supposed to largely benefit Elon Musk. So there was that double hitter that really annoyed the shit out of Elon.
Yeah.
So that was enough for him to be like, yeah, criticize the bill and all that shit.
Yeah, and so he criticized the bill, and then there was obviously there was some tension. They got separated a little bit. I think he said something about. I love the argument because I agree with both Trump and Elon in this rare instance.
They both suck.
Because Trump was saying like a great way to save money for the U.S. government would be not to give Elon all these subsidies and spend all this government money on Elon's stuff. We'd save a lot just by kicking him off.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah,
That's why it
that's
was always
totally true, and you should absolutely do it.
Yeah, that's why it was hilarious that when he's doing all these fucking quote Doge cuts where he's trying to save money, and it's like this nigga gets $8 million a day.
I know. It's fucking insane. It's so stupid. And so he's like, we could save a lot of money. We'll save a lot of money if we cut him off, which is true. And then Elon was like, you're a pedophile. Which is hilarious because that's what he did to the guy in the mine, right? Where he was like, where they were trying to save like the people who were trapped in that that mine. And some guy had a suggestion and he was like, no, you're a pedophile.
Yeah, and that was actually before
Awesome.
because Elon Musk's suggestion was stupid as shit.
Yeah, didn't he say something like he wanted to like summon a fucking earthquake or something to unearthquake it? He said some fucking bullshit.
It was something that absolutely was not going to work because Elon Musk is a stupid moron.
Let's build a ground submarine.
What if we sardine all the people so they can fit through this very tiny hole and then we can inflate them afterwards?
Here's my plan to get everybody out of
That's
the mine
so
shaft. We'll
bananas.
build a shrink ray and we will send a little. We'll
shrink
build
the
a
mine.
shrink grenade, and we'll put it on the back of a little robot beetle, and it'll crawl through the cracks and into the cave and blow up and shrink everybody so they can crawl out through the little cracks.
And then fucking YouTubers. Elon Musk is smarter than you.
This is brilliant.
You can't keep up with him. I've seen videos like that.
I know. Dude, there's all sorts of people fighting now too. Like I saw Alex Jones turn on Cat Turd and all this stuff.
Oh God.
You see that?
No.
Or even Trump, because Musk is like, he's obsessed with like the pedophile elites,
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
was like, may God help us all. He said that actually. under Elon's tweet about him, Trump being implicated in the Epstein files.
He said that?
Yeah. Which, is not necessarily surprising. I never viewed, Alex Jones is definitely, a staunch, Republican freak. But,
He is now, for sure.
But there are people who are far more... I've seen him criticize people also. Not as much as he should, but, there's always been a waviness there. And so, Cat Turd was like, how dare you turn on him? And he goes, I'm not in your cult. Alex Jones said this. Do you know how fucking ruined you have to be as an individual for Alex Jones to be like, you're in a cult, buddy?
Listen.
Sorry, buddy.
Listen.
As he drinks deer piss and does push-ups in the fucking snow.
Listen.
They're goblins.
Alex Jones.
They're goblins riding the radio waves.
I remember
You're in a
Alex
cult.
Jones from way back in the day when he was the anyone could get it guy. He was anyone can get it. So every president that was present, he would piss and shit and vomit all over them. And it was very entertaining. Fucking George Bush. It doesn't matter, whoever it was.
Yeah.
Something happened, and I remember this was 2018. I feel like somebody, I don't know if Trump called him personally, because Alex Jones went on a rant. So pissed off that when Ivanka was crying about the fake news of the chemical warfare by Assad in Syria.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, the poor kids and stuff, it was like this propaganda. And then Trump sent 50-something Tomahawk missiles into Syria. And then Trump lost all faith in humanity and went on this swearing rant, and it was so
Alex
funny.
Jones, Alex Jones, you mean?
Yeah, Alex Jones. What did I say?
You said Trump.
Trump. Oh yeah. So Alex Jones went on a swearing rant. He lost all faith in humanity. He reset and then never recovered because he used to even be like, "Fuck, Trump's doing all this crazy shit."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then he somehow it's to the point where all this AI shit's going on, and he's like, "Well, Trump's trying to use it for good."
Well, you know what happened? I think
happened?
the Sandy Hook case.
I guess
I think he lost everything.
He lost everything. He's like, I need some sort of allies. I need to help. I need someone to help me.
Yeah.
I guess so. That's when he just never went back. So it is interesting to see him kind of maybe seeing the writing on the wall.
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't read too much into it, but just because ultimately these people flip flop all the fucking time.
Yeah, especially Cat Turd. Cat Turd is
Euthanize that motherfucker.
It would be nice. Have you seen what he really looks like?
I can imagine it pretty vividly.
He looks like the movie Twins?
Yeah.
You know, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger and then there's Danny DeVito and they're the same DNA, but he got the leftovers that they're supposed to be.
What an insane premise for a movie, by the way.
Cat Turd looks like the leftovers of The Undertaker. If you see what he actually looks
That
like.
is crazy
the
to
biker
say.
Undertaker, by the way. He looks like this old, shriveled, dumb asshole that thinks he's tough, but you can beat him by accidentally pushing him.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
And then, his name's Cat Turd, which
yeah.
is so fucking embarrassing. And he flip-flops on... I think he does it on purpose. He's like, oh, I forgot to flip-flop on this one thing.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
It's crazy.
I forgot to be a flaming piece of shit retard hypocrite today.
Oh, man, I forgot to not stand for anything.
I mark my words. I don't know how long it's going to take, but he's going to flip-flop on this Trump thing and call him a pedophile. He will.
He's going hard on,
He will.
on he's running defense pretty hard from what I saw.
He will.
But I love seeing the chaos. It's my favorite thing. So
funny.
Trump is right about cutting him off of the government beneficiaries list and all that shit. And Elon's also right that Trump is absolutely deeply affiliated with Epstein.
Yeah.
Knew everything about him. And it's great. It's nice. And I saw people being like, "Oh, I guess the left likes Elon now or whatever." And it's like, no.
It's we're not
it's
like
so
that.
weird. It's so weird that people are like, "Oh, you agree with this one thing, therefore you like this person." I guess that's how they operate.
Exactly how they
It's
operate.
so psychotic.
These are people that don't understand nuance.
Yeah.
Well, they're like children.
And they're the reason why we were...
Like if I found out that Hitler liked pizza, it's like, hey, I agree, Hitler.
Right. It's like it's like that. Did you see the propaganda of Hitler where it's like, oh, he's a good guy because he was being nice to a little girl.
Oh yeah.
And
He's being nice to a little girl. Or he's being nice to a little girl. He
had a
eats
puppy.
bread.
Yeah.
He shaves half of his balls like we all do.
He had a puppy.
And that's it.
Puppy and a wife.
That means he's good and you like him.
He's a
And
good
to those
person.
people. That's what it means.
He's a good person. He gets a bikini wax on only half of his genitals vertically.
I mean,
and just like we all do, just like you and me.
Imagine but imagine needing a wax.
horizontally.
Oh, I see.
Imagine needing a wax.
It's
on
all
your
valid.
Penis.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my penis waxed.
You get your
today.
penis waxed.
People,
Hey,
I feel like people do it.
there's some people.
I can't. I would be so scared that they're just gonna rip it off. I would
Do
imagine.
you have hair on your penis?
Well, you
like
ever see?
that?
You're talking about
Not
the
like
shaft.
that. Not like crazy.
Well, see, like, there's got to be some
There's no-
freaks
there
on the
is-
shaft.
Do you
sure.
see the freaks that
I don't
have
think
hair
I
all
have
over their
any on my
face?
shaft.
Like there's hair on
Let
their
me see.
foreheads and shit.
No,
That's
but
crazy. Yeah, we pull it out. But on the on their foreheads, all over the place that normally hair does not grow.
Yeah.
There's some
is
people
it
like
just,
that.
is it just more fur?
What
More
the fuck
fur?
are you
'Cause
saying?
people kind of have fur, right? I guess we have like little small
We have hair.
They have
We
hair.
have little small hairs on our body.
Yeah,
That's just hair. This,
so like you know how like there will be maybe
gay?
a little bit of peach. Well, yes,
it's Pride Month.
it is Pride Month, so he's.
It is funny that the gayest breakup is happening in Pride Month.
It is.
It's
But,
so gay
You
coded.
know, the funny thing about this is that it was so it's just inevitable.
Yeah.
They're not.
I will say I didn't predict this timeline specifically.
Oh, fuck no.
I thought it would be way later
Absolutely.
or immediately. I didn't expect like in the first like 6 months to like a year.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like within the first month things are going to fall apart because people are going to be annoyed, or like Elon would be smart enough in some sense to wait the long game. But it seems like neither of those were the case.
Right.
Well, Trump's a retard, and then
Trump doesn't
Elon-
care is the thing. Like he
Well,
just
the
doesn't.
thing-
He
yeah,
has no
that's the
principle.
thing.
Like that's the thing too. It's like I love too that he's like, hey, by the way, Trump is in the Epstein's black book. Have a nice day. And it's like, are you confessing to knowingly
and not
Yes.
funding and aiding and abetting somebody that you believed
Yes.
or knew to be in Jeffrey Epstein's
But guess
black
what?
book?
He knows that his backers don't give a flying fuck.
I know. That's what Candace Owens said too. That was the thing. It was like, that's not the flex you think it is. And I was like, you know what? Props. I totally agree.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
that's such an insane flex. It's like, joke's on you. I knew he was a pedophile when I funded him.
Yeah.
I helped him
elected-
out and I helped him win it. I helped Jared Fogle win the election. Joke's on you.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Holy shit, clown world, man.
I gotta say that is
Mega fun.
an extremely Elon Musk thing to do. So
It is, yeah.
It was completely on brand with the type of shit that he's done.
Classic
Even when
half-baked
he
endeavors.
when he
Like a
fucking
suicide grunt
You saw
running in,
articles
ruining
being
everybody.
written. Do you remember when articles were being written about him? The sexual assault allegations or him the sexual harassment allegations.
Oh, with Elon Musk, and then
yeah, and like I'm gonna offer you a horse to try to fuck this bitch right on a plane. And yeah, then that's immediately he did his flip, and so publicly that it works on the dumbest of people, which is too many people. Unfortunately, the majority of people are just it sucks, and so now they're not going to catch that. You can't even call it nuance. It should just be obvious. Like they're not going to catch the thing that's like, oh, that means
Yeah.
you knew it the whole time. They're going to completely miss that. So he can keep failing forward. No matter what he does,
The sheer like copium and denial too is just like, how do you not immediate? First of all, it's been public information for a long time that he's been in the Epstein Black Book.
Of course.
The details of it are like obfuscated or whatever. But like we've known that forever. That's been public information by anybody.
I mean, there's
the Democrats don't want to bring it up because they're also in there and they've got like
That's the
fucking.
biggest problem.
That's what's so frustrating. It's like it's why they need to get the fuck. They need to
Yes.
go away. Like
Yeah.
I'm so sick of. They can't use a nuke because they're also implicated.
Yes.
It's so fucking infuriating.
100%.
But oh my god,
It makes me. I'm telling you, man. And again, how do you like? So I was watching a little bit of that debate for mayor New York City or whatever.
I saw some of that today.
And
was it Oso? What's his name? What was his name? The
I don't know the names.
No, he's a council member. He's not the guy. But it was like that light skinned black guy. I forgot his name. It wasn't Booker. It was some other dude. I saw like 10 minutes of it and I had to go.
Yeah, that's all you need. All you need to see is like the whole. Me even bringing it up was that you're seeing the future of what could be one good guy up there, then just a bunch of corporate shills and just backers and the normal stuff. But the thing is, I'm like, it seems like we're still caught in this cycle.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, and this is the thing where I just don't feel good about things in the future, especially with the Democratic Party, with them pushing people out. They pushed out David Hogg, even though David Hogg was always annoying to me, but he's somebody that I understand is necessary for a fresh change and stop fucking doing the same bullshit over and over. But they pushed him out. And I'm like, well, I feel like you're gonna keep getting the same people that are gonna keep not bringing up the Epstein stuff.
I'm still waiting for the
And
guy.
so, what do you do?
I'm still waiting for the Democrat to go up there and be like, and just literally, just be like, fuck these people, fuck everybody else on this stage. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I want the,
That's never going to be a Democrat.
It should be. I'll do it.
It's never.
Well, that's
I'll
the
do
thing.
it.
Never gonna be a
What day?
Democrat.
What? How old am I? 31.
To call yourself a Democrat and
The
be willing
amount
to
of
do that
people-
it's an oxymoron.
It's
Doesn't
just,
matter.
It literally is.
There's just another, like I said, the people that should be going after stuff, they don't want it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem. It will continue to be the biggest problem until somebody feels a sense of duty. But like,
Yeah.
how do you feel a sense of duty when you kind of feel disgusted?
I feel like it's just like you just have to let the anger consume you on some. Because I watched a little bit of that mayoral thing. I didn't really see any of it outside of this one clip where they were asking like, "What are you going like? What's your trip gonna be or something?" And all these guys are like,
God.
"I'm going to make a trip to the Holy Land." And then another guy goes, "I'm going to go to Israel." And then another guy goes like, "I'm going to go to Israel and Ukraine." And another guy goes, "I'm going to make my trip to Israel. In the wake of all this anti-Semitism, I'm going to go to Israel." And then the one guy goes like, "I'm running for mayor of New York City. I'm going to stay in New York City." Like what the fuck? Like that's even a fucking I don't
yeah. And then that
stay
became
in New York City.
that became a big problem.
Yeah, it's okay. He said he's not even going to go to Israel.
He's not going to go to Israel. And he's like,
Good.
And they're like, "Oh, do you and then the fucking moderator,
The moderator's
piece
like,
of shit.
I know.
"Do you believe that Israel should be a state?" And it was like, "I believe Israel has the right to exist as a state with equal
rights. Yeah. Which is
And then,
how dare you? The most it is so crazy how generic that statement
I
is.
wish at that moment.
Holy fuck, man.
I wish that somebody showed up behind him, pierced him with a sword, and then threw him off and was like, "Sorry to interrupt you. Let's continue with a rational."
Bro, it's the least controversial thing you
We're
can
cooked.
say.
We're just cooked, man.
Well, that's the thing.
Democratic Party is just
letting these people exist as if it's normal. And I got into an argument with my mom about this when the election first, the presidential election, right? When Trump won, we talked a little bit and we got into an argument that I'm like, bro, civility is raping this country because they're pretending.
I think civility should
that all
exist.
this stuff is. Shut up. Let me fucking finish, man. God damn.
Keep going. Go ahead.
Civility, when like you have like Kamala on stage when she was saying the whole like, "Oh, this is fucking, these motherfuckers are weird" and stuff like that. People were actually starting to connect with that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And then all of a sudden get whispers in the ear to, "Oh, stop doing that. It's making things really bad for these people." You know, so then it's like, "Oh, we got to be more cordial." And then people immediately clock that stuff.
Yeah.
They clock everything about the Israel has a right to defend itself. They're clocking all this, the thing where we're supposed to be nice and simple and not say what's really supposed to be said. And then people abandon that shit because it's like, this is so fake and inauthentic. We've heard it time and time again. You don't have to be a massive cunt, just be real. But they're like, say, like, you know how somebody has something in their teeth, right? And then there's like, "Oh, like I don't want to be mean." It's like, no, don't be fucking mean. Just tell them that there's something in their fucking teeth.
You look stupid. You got something in your teeth, piece of
See,
shit.
like, don't do that.
I think so. My thing is, I think civility should exist where civility is needed. I think when motherfuckers are saying lies,
You sound like a politician.
Well, no. I think when niggas are just lying and saying, "Wow,"
Did you
should
not
be
hear
like,
anything that I just said?
Well, no, but the difference, I'm trying to explain to you. Like, there are moments where, like, when you're into, you're talking about like people just upstage lies. It's like, no, you're fucking lying. Like, call that out. Be very real about people not telling the truth. But I think other than that, civility should exist between like a world where politics are actually being done correctly. There should be civility. But like where things
But
are
that's
not,
not,
where
that's
it's
not
like,
how things are happening, though. I guess.
Yeah, I don't.
right
like,
now,
I
it's like
don't know what you're
like
doing,
what, like
brother.
suck dick. You're lying. Like when Trump goes up there and says some dumb shit about Haitians, I'd be like, this nigga's stupid. Is he like? Come on, like is everyone not seeing this guy just lie? Like I'd bring attention to that.
I just so desperately
It's like
want
you're
that,
completely aligned with me. That's why it's weird when you like start off with this thing as if I said something different.
Well,
Or it's like, well, I believe in this thing. I'm like,
you're contracting that I was saying something different. I was giving my point on it. I agree with you. I was just saying civility should exist, but I think it doesn't need to exist when there's people just spreading misinformation.
In what I was saying, so that's why I say when you take this angle, it sounds like I said something that we're not agreeing with.
I never said I didn't agree with you.
Then what's the point of saying what you said?
Because I just wanted to say what I wanted to say.
You just want to talk.
Yeah.
So you can just say, "No, I agree," and then let's move on to the next thing. It's like, this part was covered.
But I wanted to say something too.
This is why the left will never succeed. All this fucking gay infighting.
I need to say something.
The left will never succeed ever. It's impossible. It's cooked. It's been cooked for too long. Well, the left may succeed. Democratic Party will never succeed.
I want to hear your solution. How do we fix parties in general?
Oh my god, I don't even know where to fucking begin with. It's too entrenched. I think you need more people like that guy. You know, more people like that guy who's like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna go to Israel.
Just being real.
What? Like, that's really it. But it's frustrating that there's only ever one guy on stage like that.
Yeah, one guy.
You know, it's always like Bernie and then everybody else, or it's like this guy and then everybody else. It's crazy because like there's not more than, at the very least, like give me two.
And guess what?
The problem is
these guys are always democratic socialists, and it's what everybody else always focuses on because they're still scared of the word socialism. You know what I find funny?
They really should lean into that, by the way. I don't think people are as afraid of that as people think they are.
They need to, because even as cooked as Joe Rogan's brain is, he, like a month ago, still understands the difference and still knows what socialism is and knows it's not a bad word. In the midst of him saying the dumbest shit and now being religious and going to church now, he goes to church now, he was just like, oh yeah, like I understand what socialism is and we have socialist systems in America right now. And when he talked to Bernie Sanders, he understood. When he talked to Cornel West, he understood. I was like, oh wow, I can't believe that part of his brain's still intact because everything else got eaten. I don't. How does that happen?
I mean, 5 years ago, Joe Rogan does not sound like, no, 5 years when he started. 8 years ago, Joe Rogan sounds nothing like 20 minutes ago, Joe Rogan, even remotely.
20 minutes ago.
That's why it's crazy that one little piece still existed when I imagined that would have been, because everything, it was to the point where,
Bernie.
When you would think about, well, you can't be a fan of Bernie and endorse Trump. Those things.
I mean, somehow people do that.
I think he pays lip service because he knows that Bernie is like liked generally.
Yeah. It's one of the things where I'm like, okay, then I guess is he just a major grifter, but he just doesn't seem like it? Because his stupidity seems authentic to me.
I think he's an authentic idiot.
Yeah.
And I think there's a chance that he accidentally grifts, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, like, all the comedy bros suck his dick.
I think that he believes that he likes Bernie Sanders. You know what I mean? I believe that he believes that, but he also doesn't understand how that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
like with what he's doing and what he says.
The worst case, like if you went to a doctor, like, sir, you have the worst case of cognitive dissonance I've ever seen in history. What's that, man?
Alpha brain?
I don't know what that is, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 70 more alpha brain. I think I'll be all right.
I think
because all of them do it. Theo Von did it. Fucking
Theo Von's a piece of shit.
Theo Von is all over.
I saw a video of him. I think Theo Von's funny, whatever. But like, I saw a video of Theo Von where he was like crying about the genocide in Gaza. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then like, literally yesterday, he was sitting with JD Vance or whatever. I'm like, fuck you! You're such a lame ass piece of shit.
Completely.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm pretty gay or whatever. Like, fuck you. Get out of here. I'm so sick of this guy. I'm so sick of people who don't stand for anything.
They're not. Yeah,
but insist on thrusting themselves into this space.
Yeah,
that's what's so frustrating. Stay comedy. Stay a comedian,
please.
I think the final space is education. I think the problem, how we fix the partisanship, is that we have to have people get informed about what these political things are. We need to understand what socialism is proper. We understand what democratic socialism is.
That's not gonna happen.
People understand, like, people throwing around words like Marxism, don't even know the beginning of those words. People don't know anything about fucking true capitalistic mentalities and how
people don't know anything.
The free market. Like, I heard
they don't know where Marxism came from. They don't know who Karl Marx is.
Do they look at people who are anti-gun and they were like, these Marxist guys, like, that's hilarious.
I heard someone say that the free market had nothing to do with slavery, and I was like, are you?
That's crazy.
Fucking retarded. I have never yelled. I yelled so loud, Lily's parents in their house heard me and thought I was about to beat Lily.
When you hear
and her dad was like, yo, is everything cool?
I don't get why would a profit structure benefit from free labor?
I don't. Interesting.
Well, what do you mean?
So therefore, then enforce bigoted mentalities that keep other people down, therefore controlling profit. It's
you know my big,
say that out loud.
You know what my big tinfoil hat theory is?
What is that?
Is that we're using AI to actually purposefully like destroy the job market, and so that everybody's going to be like driven to do crazy shit to survive, and then they're going to be put in prison for free labor, and I think that's actually
sound crazy. I
think that's a tinfoil. I don't know if I believe it really.
The problem is we don't have the infrastructure to put all those people in prison.
Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll have Amazon 3D print prisons.
We can get China the way that China builds fucking buildings.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
We'll have fucking space stations full of fucking prisoners building shit that's shipping it back to Earth for the people on here to have.
that's-
Or it'll be
well,
the
that's
other way.
cool.
It'll
That's
be the
cool.
other way around. Literally.
We'll have a space station that 3D prints a prison and then just drops it
down.
on the planet. It'll land and then it'll be immediate. The second it lands, it's staffed.
There's just a
It's staffed.
Absolutely doesn't
they
surprise me
just
at
got
all.
like
dude.
their fucking correctional officer shit on immediately.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think the problem is that
I need to beat somebody. I need to beat someone right now.
The problem is the government officials, they're so old and fucking dumb that they don't see the problem happening.
Well, they
I
see
think
it.
that's the big thing. I really don't think I think they understand the money. I think they see the money signs, but they don't
That's what
understand
I'm
how
saying.
like
Yeah, they see it.
fuck the structure of
They're
it
like-
is. It's gonna fuck them over too.
They're like, if they change the structure of the system, they don't get paid. That's all this is.
It's insane.
They do town halls. You see these people doing fucking town halls, and I don't know why they show up.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like it's sport. They're like, let me see if I can go here and not be killed. You know, because
It's truly
It really
like
is
that,
taunting.
like-
It's like going up to like the zoo and like making fun of like a gorilla because you know they can't hurt you.
Yeah.
It really
It's
is so
crazy.
fucking.
on the
like
glass
that, like
and
that
shit.
woman that was like,
Nerd.
we're gonna lose so much money in healthcare. People are gonna die. Everyone's gonna. The fact that she left that building in one piece is crazy.
she
If
won.
she did that in the 60s, she
won.
would have just never left that building.
Dude, she won. Like that was the sport. She
Some
was like,
guy with a lapel would have walked up to her and been like,
I think I
I'm
saw
sorry,
one person
brother.
flash a gun, but security got him. That was a close one.
Whoa.
That was a close one.
I love it. This is a thrill. I love it.
The gorilla charged the glass and there was a little crack, but I managed to get away.
It's fucking
It's
wild, dude.
insane.
So what do you think is going to happen with the next step with Elon? Because that was a huge shot at Trump.
I feel like he was tweeting this morning like nothing happened. He did the Seinfeld thing where he blew up at his boss, got fired, and then just walked into work the next day and just pretended like nothing happened.
He is pretending like nothing
my
happened.
God, the George
and the
thing.
tweet's still up too.
Yeah, so
he's
that's
kind of like,
confusing.
all right,
He can't do shit about it.
But
If he
like-
wants to keep it up, it's gonna stay up.
What is
So-
it? That's very true.
That is
It is his
true.
website. But like, that was such a, to us, technically, it's not a big deal, but I know on the outside looking in, that's a fucking massive deal. Like you said, some people
because now
finding
the-
this out for the first time.
Yeah,
Huh?
well, that too.
Yeah.
But like now the news has to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Because
can't
it's like,
avoid
they
that.
can't not mention that the richest man in the world who worked alongside the president has just accused him of being in
That's
fucking Jeffrey
fascinating.
Epstein's black book. So now like they have no choice, even if they're like probably like, determined to avoid it. And I'm sure they're tiptoeing around it. I bet even like MSNBC and like CNN are probably like, well, it's just conjecture.
Yeah,
we don't know.
they're
We
not
don't
going to
know.
take it seriously. That
There
is
wasn't a
for fucking sure.
There wasn't a painting of Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein's island wearing a fucking
Wearing a
dress or
fucking
anything.
dress. Wearing a dress.
So fucking corrupt.
God damn it! The interview of Epstein being like, "Oh, Trump's best friend." He tells me everything in the presidency, so a bunch of shit that he's not supposed to know.
Yeah.
And then, like, and clearly
he's
does
saying shit he
Trump
shouldn't know.
told-
That's what makes it craziest.
Remember, Trump was fucking like, dude,
Jeffrey's a good guy.
Kid Rock does an interview talking, I think, to Tucker Carlson or some asshole, and he was like, "Yeah, Trump was just showing me all this stuff," and then even Kid Rock was like, "Bro, should I be seeing this stuff?" To Kid Rock, a fucking shit musician.
Dude, even
that
Kid-
has nothing to do with anything. He's just, hey, look at all this cool stuff that you clearly shouldn't know. You should be killed for knowing this
Dude,
stuff.
even Kid Rock, whose brain is smoother than a baby, knows that he shouldn't be fucking saying this shit. Oh, man. You know what? I gotta check up on some like
His skin is
some
nuts.
country singers or like I wonder what Ted Nugent has to say because he
Oh,
is,
man.
as we know, allegedly very clearly a pedophile.
Allegedly.
yeah, I mean, doesn't he have a
The
song about it?
allegation is that he's clearly a pedophile. I've said
Yeah,
everything legally
allegedly.
correct.
It's allegedly,
Sorry,
clearly,
yeah.
he's allegedly, obviously
My
a pedophile.
apologies. You used English right. My apologies.
I love using alleged. It's a very good, strong word.
Yeah,
Strong
songs are always like, she was 13 and
I
her
was
pussy
38.
was crazy.
Yeah.
And
She was 13. I was
Was it like-
38. And I
What's that one song called? Like
like
pedophile fever.
Yeah. Yeah. 1738.
hey. Fetty Wap made that song to try to warn people about it. That's why he's in jail right now. It all makes sense.
Is he in jail?
Fetty Wap is in jail.
What
yeah.
did he do?
Didn't he like
was-
pop his eye out and like somebody sued him?
No,
I
he was.
got one good eye.
He was. He was in
No, I
fact.
don't.
He was in fact
forgot about
heavy
him.
in the streets. He was
what?
What did he do?
very heavy in the streets. Like he was very involved with that.
He was obese in the
shit.
street. I don't get it.
What,
was-
like after his career, like his
Because
music.
he lost a lot of. He didn't understand. Typical fucking
No,
person that comes
you're
from nothing.
kidding.
Didn't
I thought he was
understand how much
smart.
money he was getting. I mean, he figured it out later on, but that's still millions upon millions of dollars being gone after years.
I thought like
so he got back on his street shit and got involved in fucking moving weight.
I thought he was like smart and like was like, I'm done. I made enough money. Now I'm gonna invest.
Dude,
I don't know what
no,
the fuck
I think
I
he
watched.
started doing that later on. Like later on, he started.
Did he put
figuring
all
out.
of his money in like Doge or something?
That'd be crazy.
I lost all my money to Doge.
Fuck you, Elon.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's
Fuck
a
you, Elon.
it's a fun time.
Damn.
It's a fun time right now.
It
I
almost
like
feels
Fetty, man.
It feels hollow to me, dude.
Sorry, I'm fucking.
It feels hollow to me. I don't know why, man. I feel like nothing's gonna change from it. It's gonna be a bunch of people being like, "Well, you would have went
Yeah, but
there
it's
too,"
that-
and it's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, but it's I don't know. I think that's like cynicism that allows you to get away with like, well, nothing's gonna change anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna not care and fucking. Like I get it. I agree, but like I also think it's like you're better off. It's kind of like when people are just like unmotivated to do anything because like there's realities that like are keeping them in. It's like yeah, that may be true, but you're better off like not thinking that way. Because you're ultimately just going to self-sabotage yourself into a place where
Yep.
you're just nothing's going to get done. So like,
I don't get.
That's
I
the
don't,
realest shit right there.
I don't consider
Yeah,
myself a
so
cynical
real.
person at all, but I think the idea of when it comes to particularly this field, this information's not new. It's been brought around and said and screamed from the heavens.
yeah, but it matters who says it.
I mean,
It does.
I guess it does.
it absolutely
I'll
does,
I'll be pleasantly
Dude,
surprised.
again,
I'll
like,
be pleasantly
this
surprised.
person-
I'm willing to be wrong.
Dude, this person
But
that I
I
saw
don't
on
have faith.
Facebook, I was like, I'm telling you, man. Like,
understand
I
that.
never thought in a million years I would hear him say anything like that.
Yeah,
You know?
I understand your sentiment too, though. It's like one of those things. It's like I hope I'm wrong, kind of a thing.
Yeah, like
It's like I
I'm-
hope
sure.
I'm wrong. Like fuck, that would be great if the best I feel like we could come from this and would be so awesome is there were genuine conservatives that actually cared about kids that were shocked to hear this news and they actually finally use Google and look up all the obvious stuff of him being connected. Fires them up to the point where maybe they get all of their 5,000 guns they have and do something crazy. I don't know.
My hope is that
I would
like
love-
my hope
best
is
case scenario.
My
That'd
hope
be- that'd
is
be
that
angelic.
there are enough people within like the machine that kind of don't like how things are, or like kind of like tepidly kind of going along with the motions, like this is my job, whatever. Who see the instability of both of these people and understand that they could stoke this.
Yeah.
To the point where like it falls apart. Like I hope like if Elon's got any doctors, up his ketamine, man. Straight up. If you got any like handlers, if any handlers are out there, like put some more uppers in there, man. Get him energized, get him stoked.
Get him.
Drug this motherfucker, quite frankly. Like I could give a fuck. But
You know what I think we can do? We can get that what's that guy? Elon Armstrong still like is a butt buddy of Elon Musk. He
Yeah,
even
yeah,
retweeted
yeah.
him recently and said he's putting his money on Elon Musk and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
this fucking guy. I wonder if there's somebody that can whisper to Elon Armstrong to whisper to Musk to get him to wild out even crazier.
That's crazy.
You know, like we're just a couple of degrees. I mean, I don't talk to this dude. I'm sure the
can't
last
do it.
time I know we were making fun of him and he like
Yeah,
was
we're-
mad.
yeah, we were making fun of him because I think
was
he threw like white phosphorus on a dog or something. Was,
Something.
like the
I think
allegation.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
And then and then
No, what did he do? He flashbanged a dog. I think was the
so
allegation.
there was the allegation that he because he's a notorious swatter, so he
flashbanged a dog.
so he got a dog's flashbang. That's the allegation.
That's
but the
so
one thing
evil.
the one thing that's not even an allegation that just we've seen the evidence. We've all seen the evidence that he tried swatting a YouTuber named fuck, I forgot his name.
Frank
No,
Hassel?
no.
Worski?
Yeah, Andy Worski.
Worski,
I can't believe I forgot his name.
They're the same sphere of piece of shit person.
Yeah. Well,
I would argue they're a little different. But
Frank he's one of those.
Worski's just kind of unhinged and like kind of like a troll weirdo.
He's a troll. He's a what would you call it? I think he's just an ultimate. I think he's the ultimate grifter where he's very good at staying latched on to someone who's relevant or charismatic or something.
Sure.
So because right now his stream that he does or whatever is doing really well.
Yeah.
At least apparently I see their clip channel and there was a clip that I mentioned at the very end of the show about Ethan Ralph arguing with a pre-recorded audio.
Oh man, I still haven't seen that.
It's
I gotta look it up.
I gotta
remember to write it down.
I'll
so
find it because
It was Jared Taylor, right?
He thinks it's Jared Taylor.
Yeah.
He thinks he's arguing with Jared Taylor, which is
Imagine being that hollow,
bro.
Like that empty. He might as well get possessed by, like, someone else might as well occupy his body, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes
he's so empty.
Sometimes I you know, I'm not really into like uppers or downers. I don't really do much stuff. But sometimes I'm like, maybe I should. Because to get to that state of mind to where you can't tell that a core recording that's continuously talking
It's
not
sync-
stopping,
it's just
you think
syncing
it's
up
arguing
well.
with
It's
you?
just syncing up well. Dude.
One
Don't
time, see,
worry.
this is the I
The
got
news
to
comes on. He's like, "Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida," and you're like,
What
"Who
are you
the
doing
fuck-
here?
Who the fuck are you?
What are you doing here?
Get out of here!"
Welcome back, Ken.
Dude, that's good stuff. You gotta be feeling good. Your brain's gotta be doing stuff that like. Yeah, maybe I should experiment. Maybe I'll write music differently. You know, there's a lot of things that I never really experimented
drugs
with.
for music has been like the go-to since
I know
the
it's been
beginning
really good.
beginning of fucking humanity. I feel like.
I remember
just-
weed being that thing for a lot of people, but like weed just makes me too tired to do anything. Or it makes me think of funny things, but like I don't know if it helps me with music at all.
Yeah, it just comes to me when I'm relaxed and chilling. And
Yeah.
I think I'm the most creative when I'm tired, though.
really,
Yeah,
oh man,
but I'm fleeting.
really.
I'm I'm creative, but I'm like
I don't.
I'm heading towards sleep mode. I'm like, if I don't have
I know
one
what
of
you
these,
mean.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Because your mind's kind of like you're less focused on making sure things make sense. You're just kind of you're more willing to kind of throw ideas out that you otherwise would maybe overthink and not say. I think maybe is what you're cluing in
That
on.
is kind of like being on drugs.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I don't know. I just have too much anxiety. Like the idea of when I'm not in control.
Oh, you think you're gonna get like addicted or something?
It's more of like not that I think I'm gonna be addicted. I just don't like that. I'm like I would like to not feel like this anymore, but the drugs are still in my system and it's still doing its thing, so which gets me like a little anxious. Like, oh, is it gonna get even stronger? It's one of those things to where I just don't like.
That's crazy.
Like smoking meth. People that haven't gotten there.
No,
I haven't done anything. I've weed and I did a dab one time, which I was.
No, that's crazy.
Why would you do that?
It was offered to me, and it was.
You don't even like weed. That's what makes it crazy. Like what,
brother? I was high before I exhaled. It was crazy. It was
Have you done that
crazy.
before?
No, I don't think so. I'm not really a weed guy either. Like I
Dude.
like gummies sometimes.
Dabs are the worst weed experience you can have.
What is it? I don't even know what it is.
THC
Pure.
oil. So they
It's
just heat up
pure.
the wax. They just heat up the wax straight up, and you inhale that.
It's the worst thing
It's the
about
most
it is
potent
that
form of smoking weed.
it's like
Never
this
done it.
means that you've smoked so much the strongest weed to the point where it does nothing for you. Now you basically almost have to be like a heroin addict where you have to have a torch and you gotta like burn. It's too many
Yeah.
extra
You
steps
have
to where it's like, bro, no.
it looks like how fucking people used to cook fucking beans on the frontier. It looks like that, where it's a can, like a little fucking disc, and then you put the wax on it, and then you trap it, and then you inhale. Dude, I smoked.
I can't even imagine.
I've smoked
Yeah.
dabs maybe 4 times in my life, and one time I smoked it, finished the hit, started bleeding out of my nose. The other time I like yelled really loud.
I think he mentioned this before, and I think we were like, "That's not weed, brother."
No, it is. No, it
saying.
was. I
They
fucking took a
told
hit.
you.
No,
was weed.
Kingston. What I'm saying, it might have been weed, but like
Not
that's
only?
that's a bigger problem, my guy.
I took a hit and I yelled like a fucking like.
Yeah, I
Goku
drank
going
a
Super
beer.
Saiyan.
I drank. Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
fucking insane. Like that shit is such a bad. I think that's what put me off weed. I think that was like, oh, I don't like this
Oh,
anymore.
interesting.
I would imagine. Yeah.
That's why I
If
stopped
I had something
smoking.
like that happen to me, I was at a McDonald's.
Hell yeah.
What do you call it? The drive-through.
Yeah.
I was in the drive-through and I was sandwiched. Right, you're in the middle, and I guess this joint that my friend gave me was way too powerful. I don't know what was in it,
He was getting crushed.
bro. I was fucking.
He on wheels. It's a battery. It's a double A.
Brother, whatever was in it,
wildin'.
I was like 5 seconds away from abandoning my car.
He almost gave up. Yes.
I was.
Fucking dude, I can't fucking do this. I can't fucking be in this car anymore.
Bro,
I can't be
I
here.
couldn't. It hit me so hard that, it was
You almost ran away.
Dude, because I was just like, bro, I need to breathe, but it sucked that I was like, I can't move. My car is completely trapped. But
Derek, I think you have panic attacks.
Well, from being too high, but that
I think you probably have a panic disorder in general, and I think being high lets you break down that wall finally.
To be fair, this might have been, I don't remember exactly what, this might have been before I was diagnosed with mitral valve prolapse, which was causing, I remember this very vividly. This is 2006, so when I wasn't diagnosed, but I was still having panic attacks because when my the prolapse is shooting blood, backwards, right?
Yeah.
Causes my body to freak out. So I was having a panic attack. My roommate at the time was like, hey, man, just smoke. It'll calm me down. He gives me the craziest shit, right? Like, everybody now smokes some crazy shit that I can't handle. So I'm smoking. He's playing.
The bag's got Goofy on it. And you're like, yo, what the fuck is that? It's got Goofy drawn really poorly on it. But you can just tell it's Goofy.
Yeah. He's got like his bloodshot eyes.
His teeth are fucking angled out too far. And you're like, yo, what is that? Don't worry
about it.
His medicine.
Take this hit.
It was, dude, I took
It's like a Flintstones vitamin.
It's in a vial.
I tried to chill. He was playing Arkham Knight on like the hardest setting.
And you thought you were getting beat up by Batman in the house?
It actually started.
Started feeling bad for him?
It started freaking me out. Like
he was watching it, then he did that thing where like you zip line up to a roof and then the man bat pops over.
He was inside. He was inside of. It was just I don't know, him sneaking behind me. Fucking me. I had to go outside.
I've never been that high.
I went outside, and the transformer, the fucking outside, was buzzing so loud that it was freaking me out, dude.
This guy was tripping.
This motherfucker thought he saw Optimus Prime outside buzzing at him.
This transformer.
Sam, where's Sam? You killed him. You did it.
He points at you like 3D.
You did it.
Derek.
You killed Sam.
Derek, I am more than meets the eye. And then he turns into, I don't know, fucking...
He turns into a bird that flies into a
Turns
window and
He
dies.
turns into Theo Von.
He turns into Theo Von. I like Bernie and Jay Vance. Good guy.
Genocide makes me cry, but I kind of like it also, I guess.
I like the guys that are doing it,
Yeah, they're cool
Yeehaw,
guys.
Philly.
You can have a beer with them.
You can get, I don't know, man. Like, you just gotta get to have a beer with one of these genocide people. They're kind of cool.
My grandpa, my dad was my grandpa. Some shit like that. All right, later.
My dad was my grandpa. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
His
No,
dad
man.
was so old, it was hilarious.
I gotta
he talked
say-
about it, it's crazy. His dad was like 70 when he conceived him.
That is crazy.
Who?
Theo Von's dad.
Really?
Yeah, his dad's a fucking
Well,
old ass
that makes
man.
perfect sense now.
That can't be real.
70's probably an
You're probably
exaggeration.
exaggerating.
I mean, it can't
But
be.
no,
Who?
but old.
What
Maybe
celebrity?
50,
What
maybe.
celebrity had a kid recently?
But,
It was like a I think one of the gangster actors.
Robert De Niro.
Was it
we go.
Robert De Niro?
I think
or
actually.
was it Al Pacino?
Oh, it might be both of them.
What if it was both? They locked arms. They're
were-
fucking.
It was Martin
fucking-
Scorsese had a baby recently.
It was.
the baby came out with the eyebrows.
It's cinema.
Wah. Cinema wah.
Wham.
Absolute vomit all over my chest.
I shat so
Absolute
far up my
shit
back.
in my diaper.
Absolute shit in my diaper.
I absolutely shat all the way up my back into my hair.
That's crazy. No, that's so interesting. I've never been anxious on weed. Like it's never made me like paranoid or like.
Have you smoked weed in areas where you don't feel comfortable? Because that's what happens, literally.
Yeah, I've. I mean, the first time I smoked weed, I was in like a weird party that I didn't really.
But did you feel comfortable? Did you have like did you start? Because the thing for me
Kingston,
is that
I'm never comfortable.
I think that's it.
I've never been comfortable.
So you're probably just having a panic attack
sucks.
all the time.
Oh well.
What about when you're laying on the couch enjoying a game?
I'm always thinking about like what I should be doing instead. Yeah.
Even when it's like your job and you should be doing
Yeah,
that.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's
like I
like-
still feel it. Like
like, fuck.
I still feel my parents being like, "You get me on the game all
Yeah,
all
you just
day?"
fucking sitting down doing nothing.
Yeah, it's just like this
Chris,
is
come
no.
and kill Koreans with me, Chris.
No.
What the fuck are you doing, Chris?
Chris, I need your help, man.
What the fuck are we doing, Chris?
My dad never killed Koreans.
I snuck out of these trenches, and here you are playing the video
Let's
games
go
again.
kill Vietnam kids. Come
Yeah.
on, Chris, get the fuck up.
the Viet Korean.
Where was that game made?
Where was that game made?
Where was that game? Dad, I don't know. He does something to you that like you just notice him moving around you real fast, and then you wake up 12 hours later and you're like, I gotta move out. I can't live here with this guy anymore.
The idea of my dad physically assaulting me is so hilarious because
like
because it is so alien.
He's not that kind of guy.
Not really, which is weird.
Well, he's really.
I think when I was like really young, I think I got spanked once, and then I remember he was like,
oh, he had a flashback. Didn't
I think
he
he was just like, I don't know if I should be. Maybe not.
This reminded me when I spanked a Viet Cong's head in the paste.
Can you
with my fucking magazine.
Can you imagine slapping a baby's head flat? That is crazy.
The kid, you know, this is what really happened. He told me that there was a woman, you know, she was like, freeze. They're like, freeze, and then she was like, oh, screaming and stuff, and then her baby came out, like, so the premature baby, and then one of his best friend,
it's not funny already.
His best friend got spooked when the baby came out and actually shot her.
What do you mean spook?
And then the baby's crying and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, shut up! You're gonna give away our position." So then your dad had
define position.
So you know, we're
Jordan Peterson in Vietnam.
He was in. So Jordan Peterson was there. He was very young, but he was there. He was like, define position. He was like, shut up! You're gonna give away our position, like the baby. And then he was like, you're gonna have to spank the baby's head. And then your dad spanked the baby's head.
I like the idea of him in a trench somewhere. He's like, we gotta make it over to the quadrant. I was like, define, make it.
Jordan, hold this grenade.
Define grenade.
And then
imagine giving someone a grenade and then kicking them at the same time.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know
how they fall. Then
why is it making this clicking? Why is it making this clicking?
I've also not been anxious on mushrooms either. Like, they haven't really.
I don't want to try mushrooms.
They're really not that. I find in most scenarios, outside of things that I just don't want to fuck with at all, like fucking heroin or something. You know, that shit just like, I don't even know what the fuck, man.
Yeah,
or like meth or something. Like, I have no interest. But like, in my experience, both like weed, alcohol as well, and like mushrooms, like the way that people describe that shit or the way that people portray it is so fucking
foreign to you,
ridiculous compared to like what it actually is. It's like I remember when I would see like weed depicted in like movies, and then like people are like fucking seeing hallucinations and shit. I'm like, brother, what the fuck? That's not weed, man.
Yeah,
what the hell are you doing? And mushrooms, people are like, I saw a fucking goat swim out of the floor. It's like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't even imagine how many mushrooms you would have to take to see
exactly.
Like
I think some people take like they always do like the extreme end of it.
I'm only doing 17 pounds of mushrooms.
That is so. Imagine being able to stomach that.
17 pounds?
I couldn't stomach that. I couldn't.
You can't hold 17 pounds in your stomach.
Because mushrooms apparently taste fucking horrible.
They're not great. They're specifically the way that you do them with like psilocybin and like lemon teching with like lemon juice and shit to extract all that shit. It's kind of vile because like it doesn't taste. It's not that it tastes bad. It's the texture and the smell that are like really rough. Like your body's telling you like, don't. This is poison.
It's true.
And then you feel poison for a little bit too. So it's like.
Yeah,
I can't do that, man.
I haven't done it. I just wonder if since I'm pretty stable, I wonder if it'll unlock some stuff that'll make me a little unstable.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, only because I don't feel because there's a lot of people I've known at least that they want to take it to find peace or find something that might be missing. Like I know some I have a part Native American guy that was very into like this spiritual and all that bullshit. And they'd be like, yeah, of course,
that's redundant.
Yeah. So being on that journey side of it and stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't feel like I'm missing or lacking anything. And what if I like, say for example, people that they're estranged from their dads that feel very upset about it. I don't feel upset about it at all. Like I'm not estranged. My dad died when I was 4. I don't feel.
You're looking at me, dude.
Yeah. Like I don't feel any sort of way about it.
He's in dad.
Even though it's like somebody.
To you, he is.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think I worked through that.
That's very rude, son.
I'm so over that, dude.
Oh, son.
I feel like crying about that shit is like shit that kids do. Like I don't know. Like,
but see, like, what if like you trip, you have a crazy trip, but it really unlocks something that's so deep down that like the part of you that because so there's another person that would have my same experience and feel like you let me down, Dad. You fucking did drugs,
dude,
you did crazy shit, and you left us. And I'm like, he fucked around.
You know what I did?
Oh, you fat-foed, I guess.
You know,
he fucked around and found out.
Yeah,
dude, I did therapy. I don't need.
When was the last time you cried? Actually,
Like in a
Like out of sadness?
Just like just as like an emotional release.
like at all.
of any, yeah, at all.
Oh, dang, like maybe like 4.
Maybe not from like an allergy or something.
Yeah.
When you saw me cry last, saw my grandma. That was like
When was that?
5 years ago.
That's crazy.
you last cried 5 years ago?
5 years
That's
ago.
crazy.
That's not good.
I don't think
That's
The
crazy.
thing is that I literally learned tools to work through my emotions.
I don't.
I already
I
did-
think he's a powder keg.
I did the groundwork right. Like it's not like I'm not someone that's like holds in my feelings. If I feel bad about something, I express it. I talk about it, but I don't foster it. I've done it already.
I'm not saying that's. I just
like
think
I've
that's a
already done
wild
the
amount.
groundwork already. I'm not like someone that's not crying and then is like full of problems. I've already well worked through my problems.
I don't know.
Not walked through.
I just think it's a wild amount of time to get like not even like a movie or something.
But that's not what I mean. Like if I'm like I'm sad and I'm
No,
crying.
well, he said
'cause
like
I'm hurt.
anything other
I
than
literally
allergies.
said any.
I cried from This Is Us. So maybe like last year I cried from a show. It was really sad and I cried.
Okay, that's not as
Okay,
bad.
that's not
that
nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You would agree that 5 years without crying at
Crying-
all is crazy.
crying from being like, my feelings hurt me so bad I'm crying. I think that's a little
What do you mean my feelings hurt me?
like I'm sad. I'm crying from out of like genuine sadness.
Like
Well,
yeah,
this means you haven't had like a bad experience.
as a
That's not.
man.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
believe
not
in that
in
whole
tune
shit.
with your feelings.
When I take shrooms, I cry, but it's not like a sad cry. Just because my eyes like water like crazy because I'm being
My eye-
poisoned.
So that's like allergy cry.
Kind of, but
Yeah, I
it is
don't
like
count
more
that.
like
'Cause I've
it's more
cried
to
laugh-
it. It's not like a depressing cry.
I cried laughing last week during the podcast. Like that's like a different
not
thing.
that either.
Yeah.
No, I want you when you feel when your chest feels heavy, you actually feel
Like when I'm hurting and I'm
it
crying
doesn't
because
have to
I'm
be
hurt.
moved.
Like when you realize
You've
that
never
you're
heard
gay.
like a beautiful piece of music that had moved you.
I don't cry from it. I get like chills.
That's different.
Like I feel it.
That's
Like,
chills
in this
isn't
part of
moving.
my head. I think it's still you feel moved by.
No, like a
something.
lot of times, chills to me is more. I would say like an inspired feeling, where it's
Yeah.
like, man, that feels fucking great. This is awesome. Moved is like say,
Yeah, like when I heard 1738,
and then
I fucking
start
cried.
tearing.
I
Like
literally said wah.
I don't have that. I don't get that kind of feeling.
I
I think it's wild, but like
I really, I can't express enough how good of a feeling it is to hear something so beautiful that it's almost like, say, hearing not for me, but like I was saying, some people you've seen them, they're reciting wedding vows and they start breaking down and shit like that.
I can imagine
something that's
that,
so
but
like beautiful to you, a very beautiful moment. Like I've heard some pieces of music and then I just think that like I can't believe that this is even possible to be made,
That's gay as
and it
fuck.
like overwhelming.
But I respect the fact that you care about
It's like
art.
I feel like it to me. It's the way that I feel when
you're
you
so
know.
black.
Yeah.
That's so homophobic.
It is a
It's
very-
like, to the core of your being. That's
What
so
do you mean?
homophobic.
I'm saying
that's
that's-
gay.
It is a very like.
I don't mean.
It is the very the black male male
stereotype,
experience
unfortunately.
of not be. You can't let your emotions out.
Yeah.
I have no problem letting my emotions out though.
If you let your emotions out though, like I would shoot you. That's why you can't. That's why you can't do it.
No, it's
Somebody who looks like me will come and shoot you if you cry.
Yeah.
I don't have. I guess it's like I feel.
Yeah,
And I comprehend how I
feel like that's just. I feel. I really mean this. You know, in the way I don't agree when people say this about like religion. Where like I wish you could feel what I feel. I'm like, no, you're crazy. But when I mean about like when it comes, because it's like, but however, I can't discount how they actually feel. But I just think that that's a faux experience. But like something that actually sounds like there's. I sometimes feel like, why does this not happen to certain people? Like, or they see like a sunset that's so fucking beautiful that it's overwhelming to them. Like,
I feel like crying from that is so
Gay.
Like feel
yeah,
like
I saw his face.
He was trying to not say it. He was trying to not say it.
just feels.
He immediately
it
got
feels,
scrunched up. He's like,
It just feels so like I understand. Like I don't know. I feel like being moved by something, being moved to tears feels excessive. Because the thing for me is that like when I feel something, when I love something, I think it should be important for me to convey how much I really care about it. And that is fine if someone's like, oh, I see something beautiful and I cry from it. That's cool for you. But for me, when I want to shed tears about something, it needs to matter. Yeah. I shouldn't be expelling how I feel or writing symphonies about everything I find beautiful, because I could spend days doing that, you know?
I'm not even talking about this is an uncontrollable feeling.
I don't have that feeling too often.
I feel like that is kind of being a little bit cut off from like the human experience.
I think that's your experience versus mine, you know?
I think
like,
that is.
He's like Spider-Man can cry for me, thank you.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I think that's beautiful. I'm happy.
Kylo Ren can cry for me.
It's like to be fair, I didn't cry. So like, I didn't cry at Claire Obscure at the ending. I didn't cry like a lot of people did.
I don't know how you can cry at that. I can't even understand how you can cry at that ending.
See, that's what I mean, though. I feel like you're kind of cut off a little bit.
I didn't cry at the ending. I teared up at parts of it.
It was very
not the ending though.
It was very. It was very like I got way more emotional curing the genophage, for example. But it was because it was such a long journey.
Like I almost cried when Arthur,
you know what I'm saying?
when Arthur's horse died. That moment was fucking like sad. I was like, it was like, give me a minute.
That moment was so.
And when he put his hand on the horse, I'm like, dang, Twinkle's dead. That moment, I kept the same horse the whole game. That first horse I got, I kept him. And I was like, I love you, Twinkle. You're my best friend.
That moment got so undercut for me because I named my horse Halo 3.
Yeah, I usually name him like Batman or Mr. Pimp or something
Like
stupid.
jack shits. I mean, I named mine Twinkle. I'm not much better.
I teared up at the conversation with him and the nun.
That's a great moment.
Got me.
It's a great
when I was playing
moment.
the game for the first time. I was like,
and now that ruin's completely fucking ruined to me.
I still think it worked. Like it kind of fucks me up a little bit still. But I also do like if I see it, I am reminded of the little kid Jack sitting in his place.
So it's got a little bit ruined for you, dude. The ending
a little bit, but it's almost like whether or not I choose to turn it on or off. Like I can choose to like just
the conditions have to be right.
I can't.
It's like Breaking Bad to me, where like I'm watching Breaking Bad again.
Yeah.
Just because like I don't know, it's a show I've seen so many times I could just put it on in the background. But like there are meme moments in that show that like I am aware that they're meme moments, but they don't lose the gravity because I'm watching them in context. I think it's easy to do. I just think a lot of people.
Yeah, I did like it. To me, the conditions have to be right. Like, say, I specifically didn't cry for like Claire Obscure because I was playing really tired and not as engaged. But say if I was a lot more engaged, but there's certain things I still have this Pavlovian response, like Life of Pi. I still have, if I see this one specific scene.
I haven't seen that movie.
Which scene?
It's the scene where basically when he's finally rescued, and then fucking Richard Parker just leaves.
Richard Parker just jumps off the boat.
Just leaves.
Hey,
Richard Parker.
Spoilers.
I don't think you're gonna watch it.
I'll get around to it.
A 15-year-old movie.
The only reason I didn't even respect because I was like, I don't think you're gonna watch. You're not a movie guy.
Mr. Richard Parker.
I am. I'm just so. My attention is so bad.
Yeah, I just felt like, you know. But even with what I just said, you won't know what I'm talking about.
I saw the Phoenicians game.
Oh, you saw it?
Good?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know how I felt about it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't have to watch it again
Was it
because I didn't
silly?
really No, you know what it was? The numbers fucking confused me because I was like, "What are they fighting over again?
Oh,
Like, what is happening? Like, what is it? Like 25%? I didn't really understand what was going on.
It took me, dude. We missed the first 10 minutes of the movie, so I was like, "Uh-oh." So
Yeah.
I didn't understand what was happening at first, but then they brilliantly did a good job, even as the story was progressing, kind of coming around to. It's like somebody could walk in the middle of it and kind of catch up, and I was like, "That's great storytelling to me."
Yeah, the rip that I watched started halfway in.
That's crazy. I saw Final
So like I was kind of
That's a great experience.
I saw Final Destination yesterday, and that was awesome, I guess.
You saw Final Destination? I don't know why you would see that, but
I went to see it with Lily and one of our other friends.
Was it fun?
Yeah. Was
Oh,
it?
yeah,
was
absolutely.
it?
Those
Was it
movies are always
final?
fun.
Yeah,
I saw a scene of a kid getting crushed with a piano.
It was amazing.
That like cracked me
Was
up.
that real?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Isn't that like an old one or? Oh, that happened in this one?
Maybe I don't know. I've seen like the first.
just-
I said maybe it happened in an old one. Sorry,
No, but like, did it happen when you
it
saw
happened
it?
in this one? Yeah. But
Okay, so I don't know. I just remember seeing it's probably my mind. I probably from this. It's probably
I watched it and I was like, this movie's really cool, but also the more you think about it, the more it just gets so like, oh, we shouldn't be alive.
Did
so
they
You're
finally-
not supposed to be thinking about.
Did they
Final
finally reveal
Destination.
Mr. Final?
Was the final? I mean, Tony Todd was his name.
Tony Todd, yeah,
He was in it.
he's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Dead.
Unfortunately,
He was in the first one, I think, too. Actually.
he's in all of them.
It's
He is all of
me.
them?
I'm
He's
Mr.
in the factor in all of them. I can't
He's the
remember.
first guy. He's in the first one where he goes like, "You can't cheat. Death is one mean bone daddy," or some shit. He says
One mean
Some
bone daddy.
He says some crazy jive line in like that movie.
Is
like,
he
why
supposed to be
can't
like
I
some
make him
black
talk like that?
blues player? That's what that sounds
Yeah,
like. It sounds
yeah.
like some like black blues.
I mean, he
dude
talks like
say
a.
that.
He's
talks
like
a blues
one
guy.
bad. I think he's like
Even
death,
Venom's like
death is
"Damn,
one
Daddy-o."
bad. Death is one bad mother, Jack. I think he says something like, you know what I mean? It's like that old. It's very weird the way he is in the first
Like,
one.
why'd they write him like that?
He's like talking.
I don't know, 'cause it's fun.
Jive.
I haven't heard Jive in forever, man.
I do
I
miss.
wasn't around when Jive was around me talking like I would experience Jive directly.
My janitor speaks Jive.
My mom still holds on to a little because like Jive kind of died out.
when
Even
your
with
mom was a kid,
the people.
probably.
So the people grew up with it. Even it became uncool for them mostly too. So a lot of that just. Like us growing up, there are certain terms that grew up like in the 90s. There's certain things that we don't say psych anymore. We don't psych.
Or like
that's just done.
Or like Buster.
Buster was a good one.
People said Buster.
I feel
Over
like
here, people said Buster.
Yes,
yes,
they
I think.
absolutely.
you watch yourself, Buster.
Buster was a big one.
That's like
I've never heard that in my life,
That's
though.
American slide slang, like American, like, oh yeah, watch out, Buster, like what a street hood would say.
There was a lot
over
of
here.
A street hood would say Buster?
In Cali, Buster is like, because calling someone a Buster is like calling someone a weirdo or like a freak over here. Like being called a Buster is really not okay to be called because that's like fight worthy.
I guess. I don't know.
It's insane to
Today?
me. Probably if you go like where hood fellas are.
Hood fellas.
No, that was like I would say the Gen X's. They use that language a lot too. There's
You a Buster? You a lame,
you're
bro.
Buster,
You a
but
weirdo.
there's people even like Buster Brown. There's
get
like,
out of here, Buster Brown.
You a fucking weirdo, bro.
You fucking weirdo.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this.
That's my favorite. Get a load of this guy.
Because it's so it's really dehumanizing. Even though it's not supposed to be. The Ross meme, that is like
The Ross meme of "get a load of this N-word" is pretty iconic.
it's
I love it.
Because
dehumanizing.
that wouldn't be nearly as funny if it wasn't for his face, man.
Yeah.
There's like a face that he's doing that I can't quite pinpoint. Like it's like a Rorschach test of emotions, where like you can't quite like what does he feel about this N-word? What,
Nothing. Like you're not a. It's like talking,
like he's pointing out to he's asking you to pay attention.
Yeah.
He's saying get a load of this guy.
You see this barely
but there's
person.
no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like there's no judgment or like there's nothing in it. It's just like look at this guy, and then it's like a Rorschach based on how you feel about this guy.
I think.
Like you project onto it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I see what you
It's
mean.
so weirdly neutral, that face.
It could mean a lot of things, right? It could be somebody's just like a really big clown saying a bunch of dumb stuff, and it's like, get a load of this guy. Or it can be, somebody's raping someone in the background, and he's like, get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
He's not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
He's just
He's like Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2, where he's like, he sees the guy getting mugged, and he's like eating the hot dog.
Eats a hot dog while this guy's getting fucking bisected, dude. Someone's getting ripped into, and
he's just
raindrops keep
falling
falling
off.
on my head.
like cheese, like his guts are like
Oh, my head, it
fucking like a
falls
piece
out.
of getting fucking.
That was me
falling
yesterday
apart.
walking
The guy
down,
drops him and leaves.
that was me yesterday walking down the street after reading those tweets from Elon, where like Trump and Elon were fighting. I was just like strolling.
You're just feeling good.
I put that song on actually.
I'm
and I walked down the
like
street.
a
That's
ballerina. It's a very pleasant song, and I'm like, yay.
That's so good. I hope Trump is ready to fight back. I hope he's ready for what is he gonna say next?
Elon's gay.
Got him. I'm
I
outta
actually-
here.
He said the N-word, which
bet-
is crazy because he's African.
But not that kind, though.
But not the right kind.
Not the right kind.
He's not my African.
He's not my African. Dude, you think he's gonna? Ooh,
About
dude,
the South
He's
Africans?
gonna come down hard.
I hope
on
he
South
deports
Africans.
him. That'd be so funny.
Yes, dude.
If he deports Elon, that's never gonna happen. But that is hysterical.
Well,
This is crazy.
You know, I heard Elon was he stayed here on a what is it, like a school visa?
It was like
it was
some
like on a
bullshit
school visa, but he clearly was working.
He was working.
He was working.
He's
Consolidating
an
as
illegal
well.
little African, and we're gonna show him what for.
Get him. Get
Show
him.
sick him ice.
Show him what for is another one.
Show him what for is
We'll
good.
show him what
I'm gonna
for.
show him
Get
what
him,
for.
boys. Like
That's
Dr.
like when I hear
Doolittle dropped.
when I hear like words like ruffian.
Yeah, ruffian.
and like
Rapscallion.
Ne'er-do-well.
and something like, oh, that was pretty good if I do say so myself. Like these people, they
Yeah.
sound very, very noble.
Yeah, hoity-toity.
What for?
I'll show him what for.
Show him what for. What does that mean?
What is for?
Define for. Well, that's actually which for is it?
Yeah, that would actually be a good question for him. But all right, let's move on to some questions. Let's get some of these out of the way.
Oh yeah.
So we got a question from Drew P. Bowles.
Drew P.
Drew P. Bowles.
That's good. I like
Nice,
that.
not bad. And remember, you can go over to patreon.com/snarktank. Ask us questions over there. Ad free, early access, all that shit, exclusive episodes, all the accoutrements. All right. Drew P. Bowles. This is gonna be a hard one to answer. Okay. I hope you guys are ready for this.
Oh, yeah.
This is the question of the century. Would you rather be the rapist or the victim?
Depends on who's raping.
I think.
honestly.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? I guess I'm the victim.
I think the victim is
Because to say I would rather be a rapist is kind of a
insane.
no-win scenario.
Yeah, I'd rather be the victim. I
Yeah,
guess.
you're the rapist. That sucks. Because then I'll go, oops, I'm a rapist now. Oops, all
Whoops.
rapists.
Oops,
Yeah.
all
You ever
had that
rapists.
cereal?
That's the new Captain Crunch.
That's
yeah.
that's the fucking White House
Oops,
staff.
I'm a rapist.
That's the White
That's
House
Russell
staff.
Brand's cereal.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm a rapist. Whoops. Didn't mean to, but sometimes we find ourselves in these situations.
I fucking hate that guy. I want him to be struck by lightning so bad.
He'll be struck by dumb, limp British lightning, though.
Yeah. It's
Oi! And it hits
oh, excuse me.
Gov.
Excuse
Brother.
me. Like, it just
Gov.
hurts a little
It's just
bit.
it's just like,
Yeah, it's just annoying.
yeah.
I wonder how many Brits get struck by lightning a year.
British people get struck by lightning a year?
I wonder how many.
You know what's crazy? You wouldn't even be able to notice because they would look the same.
Yeah.
It's like fucking bloodborne enemies.
They all look like bloodborne enemies.
That shit is so crazy the way people put those memes up to.
I love that
because
picture.
they do look. They
That
do
picture
look.
of the guy
Some
in
of 'em.
the picture of that guy in Bloodborne that looks like the Berserk horse
Yes.
is one of my favorite images because it's always paired with some guy going like, "What do you think is going on in the heartland?"
That's what the Japanese think the British look like, which is crazy
I know,
activity.
I know.
That is crazy.
But they're so right is the thing.
Some of them look very much so. There's a reason why mixed race people over there are the prettiest ones.
They didn't even.
It's because they finally got something out. Finally. The DNA's like, finally.
No, yeah.
Something different.
They didn't even design that character.
That's a picture.
That's like, you know how Deborah Wilson is scanned into all of her video games.
Yeah. Yeah, they just
That guy.
they scanned every actually Soulsborne
That's
game.
William Britishin.
I don't like
William
that they put her in
British.
shit like that so much, man. I think she's very talented, but I just don't want it to be a person. You
Who?
know? Deborah Wilson.
I think you would just like them to just make
dude,
somebody
be a
unique.
character.
Dude, you know
Make
what's
someone
crazy?
unique.
yeah.
I saw in Doom the Dark Ages, she plays somebody in Doom the Dark Ages.
Oh, she's the
Again?
Shield.
Again, right? Because she's in the last one too, right?
No, she's not in any of them, I don't
Are
think.
you sure she's not in the last one?
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't remember anybody like that in Eternal.
Hey, it's me, Deborah Wilson.
Mad
Deborah Wilson.
TV.
It's me.
You're so crazy.
He's so shitty. Although it would be better than like, you know, her being scanned into it. So like she plays some lady, but like it's not modeled after her. It's just like a completely like originally designed person.
There you go.
And I was just
That's
like,
cool.
this is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing about, like, people hate on her and I get it. Like I think it's dumb, but I understand where they're coming from. Where it's just like it is distracting to see a real ass person in a video game.
It's
Yeah, but
annoying.
that's not their reasons, Chris. That's our reasons.
I'm just saying, like I'm talking from the perspective of like a valid. I think
from the reasonable perspective and not the
Yeah.
black chick or whatever the fuck.
What if they made Judge Kratos? Imagine.
Who?
Christopher Judge? That's his name.
Oh, like
right?
he just looks
Oh.
like Christopher Judge.
Fucking
Well, see, yeah,
jack-
it-
he'd be big ass.
Christopher Judge looks like a
Fucking-
jacked baby though. He has like a weird, like he's
His
got like such a weird like baby
chin
face.
is like fucking. It's like big as
Is
a
he
basketball
is he
hoop.
Samoan?
He's got a basketball hoop chin and a Gerber baby face.
Is he a
with like a
Samoan?
beard?
Derek?
Is he what?
Is he Samoan?
I don't know.
He's a Gerber baby.
I know he's black and
He's
and
probably
something else,
the-
but based on the way he looks, he's
can't
clearly
tell.
very likely a
He's
fucking.
black
He's
and
a-
Gerber.
Yeah, yeah. He's actually like the actual
When he
food.
was playing football,
like
he was
the Gerber
huge.
baby food.
He was huge. I was like, Jesus, ew.
He's just like there are some
he's
people that
old
look
also
like
now, too.
characters. You know, there's just people. You just look like a normal person, but there's some people that are like you look like you were drawn. Like, you don't look like a. It's so, has that type of.
It's
face
like when
to
you
me.
see people that are so hot, it's like a 15-year-old created you in his mind and you came
Yeah.
into existence.
Ella Purnell is kind of like what you're describing. I think like her big eyes.
She's got like an anime
She
character.
has big eyes that work. That's the crazy
Yeah,
thing.
she's like Elizabeth from fucking BioShock Infinite. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I could see that.
Okay, yeah.
Where I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I remember at the time it was like, that's not a real person. Her eyes are crazy. It's like Battle Angel Alita or something.
She's such an interesting person, man, to look at. Like I don't think she's the hottest person, but I do like looking at her face.
I think she's beautiful.
I don't think she's ugly, but it's like you look like curious to me.
She's definitely pretty. I mean, she's definitely a very pretty person.
But I also remember her from Yellow Jackets.
I mean, clearly,
Here's a good question.
everybody.
Oh my god, what is this image? Jesus Christ!
Is that Colin?
It's
Is he? Is Colin Jewish?
It's Colin. I don't think so. He's Italian.
But I mean, there's some Italian Jews around here. What are you talking about?
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're a dying breed because
I think it's Italian and Irish. I think, or something like that.
Okay, just based on
Moriarty,
that picture.
I mean,
based on that picture, I just
that picture is
that's Colin
crazy.
Lovowitz or something.
Colin
Leibowitz is crazy.
Colin Israel.
Colin Nye.
It's fucking. It's Colin PlayStation Steen.
PlayStation Steen.
Anyway, Colin Moriarty wrote in. He says, "Hey, a Puerto Rican Jerry Seinfeld, Black Larry David, and Derek. What would you say is the worst, least helpful advice you've ever been given that isn't from each other? For me, it was the therapist that would never answer any question or give any verbal advice, and would only ever point at two things with no explanation: a Will Smith life-size cutout and a cutout of the wall from Pink Floyd's The Wall."
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't even really understand what the sentence
kind of
is.
therapist
Is there
did you
any
have?
more to that?
No.
That doesn't mean. So my life's fucking spiraling. It's really falling apart. The wall. The wall.
I would freaking.
What the fuck?
Or Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith. Like, what is that? What, should I just listen to Big Willie style? I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, guys, like, oh man, my
Nah,
relationship's falling
nah,
apart.
nah,
I
nah,
just
nah.
I don't know if this is the right person. Like, I just don't really know. Dang, that's crazy.
You're getting jiggy with it.
Look at that Will Smith over there.
Yeah, Will Smith.
For an hour, this happens,
And then that's it.
and then you pay $300.
He kept going back to.
Yeah, he kept going. He went back. This is my third year.
He goes back twice a week.
That's actually
Twice a week is crazy.
That makes me a little bit worried. That therapist might have gutted the original one and took their place.
Are you sure you walked into the right door? Because like, there's a chance like you thought the door said therapist, but it actually just said the rapist.
The rapist.
And so like he was just like trying to lull you into a sense of confusion where he could take advantage of you.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite jokes.
It is crazy that that's just
like
how you spell
you
that.
paint like it's showing like trying to paint therapists on like a door, but then like they had to split it up because it was too narrow. So it's the rapist. I was like, that's great. That's fantastic.
It is. It's so funny that that's just how you have to spell
I feel
that
like
word.
which one came first? Which phrase came first?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
That is
I
a
would
phrase came
imagine
first.
the rapist came first.
Kind
I
of like
think there was rape before there was therapy. Probably. I think one begets the other.
that is very true.
You know?
that is actually 100% true.
One flows into the other.
Before language was really developed, there was a raping. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about Grongle. He's just
Anyway, the least helpful advice you've ever been given that isn't from each other.
I have some plenty helpful advice.
Least helpful?
Least
Least
helpful. So first and foremost,
that you've been given.
let money
you've been-
drive. Let money drive you. Let money be.
Someone
your
told
main
you that
focus.
once?
Of course, I'm black. Of course, some stupid ass dumb Negro elder man was like,
Let
the
money drive you?
Money needs to be your main drive. Don't care about these girls. Don't care about this stuff. You worry about money. He doesn't sound like this. He didn't sound like that.
That nigga had no money.
And no, he had a lot of money and a ton of
okay.
baby mamas and a lot of problems.
Oh,
And
so
I'm
money's not
and I'm
driving
sure-
him. His
and I'm
dick
sure,
is.
and I'm sure he's
Yeah.
broke now. I'm sure he's broke now.
Well, it's easy to make money when you got
7 kids.
It's easy to make money when you got no morals.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's the
absolutely.
easiest fucking thing in the world.
It's that was another bad
Bro,
one.
we could be podcasting in a castle right now.
I'm
if we
disappointed that my parents instilled me with any kind of moral fiber at all.
Yeah, I wish I would have or at least adopted friends that were terrible or something.
Yeah, me
That would've
too.
been cool.
My friends are all just like nice people. It's annoying.
I just don't think I had it in me. I think I had I don't think I had like a bad edge in me, but I think the things I like kind of implemented morality so much that I was just like, all right, well, I'm too late.
You just like nerdy shit, man. If you somehow missed that, I feel like you could have.
I don't think I could have missed it.
We're talking hypotheticals,
yeah,
right? Like so.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't,
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like maybe
You
if
would be Andrew Tate right now if you didn't have any of that shit.
yeah, jacked, no dick.
You're basically that anyway. So like,
I just don't think I have. I think
Yeah.
I'm
No
willing to
dick.
dabble because of the fact that I don't believe in it. Like I'm capable. It's like Yoda going to a place full of darkness because he's so good. He's like, I'm not gonna freak out. But like
That's my excuse whenever I walk outside and am racist.
that you're not racist.
Yeah, I'm not racist, so I'm allowed to be racist.
I like that.
Yeah. Because I know it's a bad thing.
I think you're allowed to laugh at it.
I like
think that's
that.
the reason I'm allowed to laugh at this.
Yeah.
I'm not going out there doing I'm not going out there doing Grand Theft Auto and then letting it fucking crash into a building where it collapses on a bunch of children, and then I'm like, just get up and leave. Just get out the car and leave.
You're not out there on the street pistol whipping Asian women in the back of the head?
Have I laughed at that?
I'm sure you have. You laugh at shit that's way worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can laugh at like a CCTV of it, but like if it's like really in close and
I don't know.
personal,
It
probably make
probably make me really sad. I'd probably try to get involved.
Like if you
and
hear
die.
her like like she's like crying and shit, like
Yeah.
that would be like
She falls,
uncomfortable.
she's like,
but the CCTV, no audio, and you just see some motherfucker whip, and you're like, fuck.
No, the audio is like she opens her mouth and it's delayed because it's dubbed.
That's great.
That really hurt. And she's on the ground. That really hurt. I'm bleeding out.
that hurt.
While she's still sleeping.
Ouch, that hurt.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I've got that's crazy.
Sakura screaming when she gets
gotten,
unconscious.
I'm sure I've gotten shitty advice.
I've gotten.
I don't know, man.
Shout out to my mom. I remember she gave me one of the. It's like, I guess it's like she just felt like it needs to be said, because the first time I was about to move out with my buddy, and then she just gave like I guess this is like advice that a lot of people in public restrooms could use too. Where it's like, hey man, if you have to share the bathroom with somebody, like, and you're about to like tear up the fucking toilet or punish the toilet, it's like one of our sayings. Just as soon as you shit, flush the toilet, and then finish whatever, flush it again, so it just like really, so you don't fuck up the whole place. And I was like, talking to my mom about like shitting, so I was just like, Mom, I know. Why are you telling me this right now? And it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm aware of this. I know most people are probably aware of it. They just don't care. But it was just such a weird, like, I thought maybe she would give me something a little bit more of
Parental
substance.
advice is so interesting
I'm like,
because parents don't consider their kids people, you know?
Yeah. But
you're my kid more than you're a person. It's like, I understand I'm your child, but I'm a being.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're my kid.
Is that your sense?
It's what I've seen, pretty much. Like
I've never felt that personally, but like I've seen it in action.
My grandma,
I've seen people's parents who treat them that way.
My grandma treated me like a person after I became old enough to talk to her as a person, you know? Because at a certain point, when you're young and you're a teen, you're not, you don't really, you're getting there, but you don't really understand the world exactly right. Yeah. And then when I was in like my early 20s before I moved, I spoke to my grandma like a person. We had a really good conversation. That's when she became my friend, opposed to just being my parent, you know?
Sure.
And most people don't have that with their family members. And that's fine because, traumas or parents not understanding how to connect because, everyone's a product of their fucked up parents raising them.
Yeah, my parents boiled me in a cauldron for 5 years.
Yeah, I remember that when they thought you were Viet Cong.
They thought I was too tall.
So they wanted you down?
They wanted to stunt my growth.
Like leathers, they boiled you down?
I was this tall when I was 4
months.
They're like, talk.
Months old.
Talk. That's crazy. Now talk.
That's so classic.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know if I have any specific examples. I think there's like so much though.
All the manos.
But none of it's from my parents. I think my parents actually gave me good advice the entire time, which is
To be fair, I don't want to be fair. Like my mom's never gave me good advice. I just remember that vividly as like advice that it was so awkward. And it was so like felt like it was more the thing like, did people not know this? Like telling me like, you think It just felt. It
feels better to tell you these things than not, because it's the idea is like I get it now. Like it still triggers me. People repeating themselves to me. Yeah. It does annoy me a lot. But it's your parents being like, hey, if I don't tell them, how am I gonna know someone's gonna tell them? So they still disinform you. I get why it happens now.
Yeah, I guess you know what it is. It's really just the way that it's one of those things that I think if she would have said it in a way like, hey, I just want to make sure you know to do this, right? Like you do this, right? Kind of a thing, and then it would just be like, oh yeah, we're good. it was more like it almost felt like she was like blessing me with knowledge, especially in such a trivial thing too.
Takes
Where
a cloth off a booklet. and gives it to you.
here's this thing.
And it's just a fucking one sheet of toilet paper, and you're like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? You had this in a golden fucking chest? Are you
I love that.
and she kicks the jewel chest back from you. I need to keep that.
I legitimately gonna do that. I'm gonna have a chest like a gold jewels all over and stuff, and it's just gonna be one old fleshlight.
You're gonna give it to your son.
Yeah, I'm like, here, the family fleshlight, son.
That's so fucking disgusting.
Like, treat it with dignity. It's been in the family for generations. Like he doesn't know. He doesn't know when fleshlights was.
This is the oldest fleshlight ever.
This is the Gilded Age fleshlight.
That's crazy.
It's steampunk. It has like fucking, the steampunk fleshlight.
It has like a family sigil on it and shit.
It's just a squirrel.
Anyway,
Megatron wrote in.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks a lot.
Dad. I'll use it right now.
Then you just see him fucking in the background just throwing it in a dumpster.
His dad's watching. He goes, "Oh, threw it away.
He threw it away. I can't believe he didn't like it.
Let me go get that. I can dust it off.
I guess I'll keep it.
I
Jesus
forgot
Christ.
to clean it.
Megatron wrote in. He says, "Hey, Christ the Redeemer, Sydney Sweeney, and Corey Taylor." It's so funny.
What?
Corey Taylor.
Corey Taylor, Sydney Sweeney, and what?
I don't know. Christ the Redeemer.
Christ the Redeemer. Ah.
Corey Taylor is
Slipknot singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking wish. I want Slipknot money.
Slipknot.
I just want to be like, I'm angry.
Griffin keeps he sent me
money. What he said?
He sent me this crazy. It was like oh my god, what the fuck was it? It was like Louis Armstrong, but he was like, "My word, that's crazy. I don't remember asking." I remember being like, "Whoa,
wait a second,
strange thing to get."
Wait. Did he?
My nigga, that's crazy.
Why would he not? Hold on a second.
Anyway,
no, hold on. If he didn't send it to me because he was like, I don't know if I should send it to him.
Yeah, I wonder.
That's funny.
That is funny. Griffin. He's a fan.
Corey Taylor's son.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He's a fan of the podcast. Shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey Taylor and Griffin.
You're really hot. I want to butt fuck you.
All right. Well,
I'm Louis Armstrong and I'm really gay.
Is there any piece of media that fundamentally changed the way you see the world?
Song.
This is fucking fascinating.
Oh, that's
because
funny for me.
No, because he says, for me, Destiny 1 was the catalyst that made me ultimately become an atheist, which is fucking interesting.
Excuse me?
I don't know if it's as obvious. My immediate obvious connection would be like you're just spending your entire time in that game killing gods and making them into weapons and stuff. But it's just funny that's an interesting thing to. I want to know more. Really, is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So Megatron, if you want to maybe comment under reply to this comment under this thread, I would love to know more about why.
Yeah,
what specifically.
Tell him to reply in the thread. Tell him reply to this, please. I want to know information.
Oh, I guess I could
yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was relying on my voice.
Yeah, no, that's good. Because since I don't know much about Destiny, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine.
Why?
Well, is there actual philosophy within the game that makes you question?
I mean,
stuff like this.
There's philosophy that you can kind of put together where it's like, if there's so much existence going on, there being an ultimate godly creature out there, it's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Everything's a fucking mess.
I never got a particularly
I could see it. It's not what I got from it.
It's definitely more heavy in Halo, I think. Way heavier. I think that second game is literally all about losing religion.
Well, yeah, that's that.
But,
I agree with that.
Yeah, that REM song, yeah, that's a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By
it's crazy that it loops through the whole fucking game.
That's the only song that plays.
That's me in the corner.
That's me in the spotlight. Losing my, I can't do it
either.
Monster
actually.
Keith David, Alien Keith David. How give me that.
I can't.
That's me in the corner.
It's just reverb.
There's a weird reverb that they do, which by the way they don't know how to do anymore.
You're lying.
Is
that why he just sounds like Keith David in 5?
Yeah. He just sounds like Keith David in 5. Because like they don't know exactly what filter they use.
Yeah. I was gonna say
if I could,
I think about that a lot.
They
There's like,
probably don't have it and they can't replicate it.
yeah,
perfectly.
I know it sucks because it's like that. It's such an interesting. Like you hear it and you just like know like that's interesting. That's different. But like it's gone. I have things like that too. Like there's like I used to be able to. I used to know how to do the engine from Crash Bandicoot filter. Like perfectly, like that weird, like pitched up and like double voiced thing from like the original Crash Bandicoot games. I completely forgot how. I don't know, and I think I looked up a tutorial a long time ago and learned from that as a base, even though the tutorial was wrong. So like, even if I found the tutorial, it wouldn't be right, but that tutorial is now gone. So like, it's just been kicked off the internet.
I love that.
So it's just like that's just lost media now, and I have no idea how to recreate it.
Excellent.
I'm sure if I spent like weeks bashing my head against the fucking table figuring it out, I could maybe, but.
Not worth it, huh?
Not worth it.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a shame.
I don't.
What was the question again? Things that like changed you
Any
a
piece
little
of
bit?
media that fundamentally changed the way you see the world. I could turn the era.
Piece of media.
There's so many for me that like helped me. Because number one for me, Star Wars. Star Wars helped me really change the idea of the world like heavily.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
When dealing with the idea of the Force and stuff like that, it made me just think about like how you're supposed to exist, I guess, in the world. Like you're sort of a passenger through it, and your mark matters, but you do not control any of the other forces around you. So you kind of have to dictate how I am going to exist in this place.
Did you start like operating differently? Like, did you start
When I started really loving Star Wars, yeah. When I was like 17, yeah. So I started like focusing heavy on it. That's where I got spirituality from. I like more of my personal spirituality, if that even.
That is so
calls that.
fascinating, man. Like Star Wars,
Because I love the idea of the Force like that, even though some people don't really get it. But I was also religious prior to that, and so that kind of idea was already a religious foundation was already planted in my brain to begin with.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like I don't, like I saw Roots and that changed my mentality heavily too. I guess I don't know. I fucking read some speeches about Farrakhan and was like, oh, niggas can go completely crazy. Like so many things that alter your perspective. That's just life,
That is, man. I
Seeing
really
Spider-Man made me realize that, like, you should probably do good for good sake, stuff like that.
That's so like I'm really trying to think of anything where I just feel like I got lucky where a lot of my like morals and convictions and stuff were it was just like what would you call it, common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nothing really inspired me to like go towards something because like even when it came to religion, even though I was just religious by default, I didn't respect it. Because when I would hear all the stuff,
who did really though?
I was kind of
my family.
I was kind of the same.
Because I
My
always
family
had,
were
like,
very, very grateful that Jesus helped them pass this test or whatever. And I'm like, okay, okay.
Like, for me, I already-
this guy helped you.
Yeah, like
This nigga specifically catered to you, and then starving babies. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was like,
I remember like it took me a while to like even after I stopped like buying into religion to the degree that I did. It took a while for the residual kind of like effects to wear off. Like because even after I was like this, none of this makes sense.
Yeah.
I still like kind of like was a little bit afraid of like hell for like a couple years after that. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't know.
I mean, it's
like, I don't buy it. Doesn't seem real, but like maybe it is. Like, what do I know? Like,
grandest fear tactic ever.
yeah, no, for sure.
It is the most powerful fear.
It's very
tactic,
good. It's very good. It is
undeniably it's broken. It's overpowered.
It is. You do have to recognize, at least a lot of religious people don't recognize that how evil hell is. Like, say it's like, oh, things got better. God calmed down once Jesus was born. All this stuff, and I'm like, no. Hell is infinitely worse than anything that happened in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
By infinity, because it is infinity. So the idea is,
true.
I'm like, no, he didn't calm down. He actually got much worse. I don't know why. I'm like, I'm not trying to get too deep into it, but it's just like, yeah. But I'm trying to focus on one little thing that made me like, I never. And changed my outlook on stuff.
Well, maybe something that like reinforced, because like I know for me, punk music, I didn't really care that much about politics, really. And then I think
that's it.
Although I think like my ideals weren't too dissimilar to what was already there, I think I learned a lot more, or was like driven to I was driven to learn more about it through punk stuff.
I didn't consider that is a very true. That is a very obvious.
Though, right?
Well, because there's a pretty
answer.
good chance that like if I had never found that music, I probably wouldn't care nearly as much about politics. Quite frankly, like, or maybe I would have, but way later, and by then, like, who the fuck knows what else would have.
I guess
No, you're so. That is crazy. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
But that's every.
I almost got lyrics tattooed on me.
I
Like, I didn't even think about
everything,
that.
though. Like, I feel like that's so many things do that to you throughout your life, you know? Because all the things you're absorbing around you are molding you and shaping you. Like everything.
But
so like
I think you can tell though when there's like I knew for a fact like music was like a heavy like I knew like in the moment like when I found it, it's like, oh, this is a big deal compared to more of the things that I'm aware are like kind of like subtly kind of chiseling one thing or like, you know, like maybe guiding me in one direction.
I think there's so many things that fucking shaped who I my perspective on the world.
Yeah,
like, there's just like thing after thing. Like
I think I'd be
and then granted,
do you think
I think they would have do I think I would have never found that perspective? That's a whole other conversation to have, really. Like if I never watched Star Wars, would I have the same perspective about my position in the universe? Maybe you could say maybe not maybe, you know?
Yeah.
But like, or if I never found out about Spider-Man, would I believe in like doing right just for the sake of doing right?
I think that is,
you know?
I feel like
very likely I would have, but they've helped me. They helped me
like
found the foundation of it.
You'd get it from a different place. But it would be fundamentally different, I guess, in the makeup because of like what instills it.
See, that kind of like that trips me out a little bit because I feel like that's just I feel like the golden rule is just obvious. To me, it's weird that you need to be told to treat people well so they treat you well.
I mean, not exactly that, but
as an adult especially, or like as a teenager, like kids need to learn.
As a kid, I figured out myself. My mom didn't tell me. It's just when you're nice to somebody, they're nice back to you. Well, and then I figure that out by being nice to someone. They're like nice.
Well, dude, I think the universe just teaches you that just by existing. You know, like if you push somebody, and then they push you back, and then it hurts, and you're like, oh, that doesn't feel good.
Right. So
I agree with that, but the idea it's not exactly the idea of like, oh, he gave me the foundation of that, but my perspective of seeing his character and how he does good things.
That was the thing that triggered it. It could have been something else, but it was Spider-Man, huh?
But it was like the idea of like, oh, I should probably take an extra step to do that because what I'm doing is helping people be happier than exactly me being happy, you know? Like, oh, I'm going the extra step.
I think it's like...
where that is like, that's so... those things are formative ideas about you, you know? Like, for me, at least, that's what it is. Because really Star Wars is like a huge form of like my perspective of myself in the universe, you know?
Sure. What do you mean by when you say that? Yourself in the universe?
It's just like the idea is like how... So... When I try not to be upset about things or angry about things, I understand that the universe exists well beyond me. So me choosing to be upset and lashing out around other people is not fair because they're also existing, you know? They're also being guided by whatever forces takes them to where they are, right? Or like idea of when you have possessions about people dying from you, right? I could choose to be very angry, upset, or I could choose to be happy knowing that they are now gone and what they exist from before. Like, no, happy that they're gone. You know, they're gone, but what I have from them doesn't disappear. You know, it doesn't just.
Unless I hit you real hard in the head and then you forget them.
And well, then still, it's like, why do I care at that moment? You know?
Yeah.
It's still being taken away from me. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and cry about this.
I just love how it sounded, how it came out. You said like
they're gone.
You can be happy that they're gone and it's cut off.
And they're gone.
Yeah.
Yay, you're gone.
I feel you. It is fascinating to hear that because I just I don't know, man. I actually am more curious to hear about from people that are listening about that too, and specifically about Star Wars, if they've gained any different perspectives on life by consuming Star Wars, because it didn't do anything to me. All it did to me was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is going to allow people to create better sci-fi because this is a good base, and then it started like Battlestar Galactica, the reboot of it. I feel like it's time to, like, stepping up and stuff. I finally watched The Expanse, and I understand why a lot of people really liked it.
Oh, it's just good.
It's very good. And it's just like, I know it's different. It's not the same, but what I'm saying is that when you have something...
It was the first big space media.
Yeah.
It was the first thing that did that.
Absolutely, there would be no Mass Effect, right? Without Star Wars.
Yeah, there'd be no... Mass Effect is more...
It's more Star Trek, I'm not trying to do a one-to-one. What I'm saying is just the concept of even being able to write something so well is probably just because having a big universe like Star Wars existing. Now it's like, I see this, now I want to make my own, but I want to make it like more fine-tuned or something.
Clearly the same people that worked on Couture made it.
Exactly.
So it was like, oh, this universe is really cool.
Let's make Jar Jar racist.
Exactly.
Let's do this. Because I think George Lucas is actually really talented world builder. It's just the problem is that like, you know, he went into movies because that's where the money is, unfortunately, to shows. Because I think if Star Wars was a show, it would have been an infinitely better story.
Of course.
Because he would have had a series' time to create everything.
I don't know.
I think every movie could be better as a show.
Back when Star Wars was a thing?
Yeah, I think, but the thing is that would it have gone anywhere? Likely not. It would have become a cult following.
Yeah, it would have been
probably
like, I
now,
feel like it would have been like
later
Firefly
on,
or something.
Yeah.
Probably
that.
like, yeah.
Because Firefly's. I'm not even trying to be rude. I enjoyed Firefly, but also at the end of the day, it's just cowboys in space. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But like there, you know, like the what do you call it? The set pieces of like the I can't think of anything around like the AT-ATs or whatever they're called.
AT-ATs, ATSDs,
all of those things.
They're called
the
AT-ATs.
fucking the Star Destroyers or what are they called?
You're right, Star Destroyers.
All that shit, like
the fucking Empire
seeing those
ship.
things. What was the first one that showed up in the
Death
movie?
Star.
The Death Star.
Yeah.
No, not the Death Star. The first thing that you see in the New Hope. Isn't
Oh,
like
it's-
there's
I think
like
it's,
there's one of those things.
The
It's-
cruisers, the Star Cruiser.
yeah, like
there you go.
that thing, like that. You know, being so it was so different, and then the stupid space sticks. You know, the
lightsabers?
The lightsabers. It's I was just being stupid at
Space
space
sticks.
But yeah,
Like, I think all of that. I
feel
think
like
that
that's
whole
the thing that
could have been conveyed so well as a show.
I understand what you're
Someone
saying.
conveyed it
Yeah,
very
I understand what you're saying.
Or like
Sure.
how a book does convey it better, but niggas don't open books.
Yeah.
So the idea of that is like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna read.
Yeah.
Because if you read the books for the Star Wars, I read the first 4, and they're really good books. But the problem is that who's gonna sit down and read a 700-page book where you can just lay in your bed, fucking half catatonic, and watch a movie for fucking 3 hours that shows you stuff? You know,
It's tough, and then you also we have to consider how many people can't actually enjoy books because we discovered that they can't see shit in their head.
dude. That is still the craziest thing that's
That's the whole point of it. It's like your own movie.
My imagination is still so powerful, and I feel like by now it's probably schizophrenia. It's probably not imagination. It's probably just the fact that I'm gone.
yeah.
I'm tripping. But
Yeah, definitely.
sure. Yeah.
like the fact that people can't imagine things is so crazy to me. It's like that's so
It's
unfortunate.
unfortunate. It is.
Like Marin can't do that. Marin can't imagine things.
I don't believe that.
I've had a long conversation, but you can't imagine like a picture of something in your head. He's like, I can't. What do you mean? I'm
No,
like,
I
what
think
are you
he's. I think
doing?
he's fucking with you.
I think he probably is, but if that's real, then you're just. I'm so sorry.
I've known him for a very, very long time. He can definitely imagine things.
Yeah.
I think the
We've
darkness is
imagined
all you
bullshit
got.
together.
You guys talking about Mark Maron?
Yeah, Mark Maron, my friend Mark Maron.
Yeah, that's like the
I ran into him walking out of Jalen's building once.
Oh, really?
Well, a bunch of people live in that building.
Was there like a bunch of blood all over him?
Yeah.
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 That's crazy, man.
Blood and bats.
Yeah, just like he did when he did that famous podcast with Obama.
Right.
And
yeah.
then you walked in, and then he was just like full of blood, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
he got
that's
shot
crazy.
because Obama walked in with a drone on a leash, and
This is Bo 2.0.
and he was like don't worry, he does not bite, but he shot him.
He does shoot. He does shoot a lot.
He does
though.
shoot though. I forgot to mention he shoots. He's
makes that
fully
shit-
loaded.
makes that
I
shit
fully
rain,
loaded
brother.
this drone. I armed this drone. And I walked it on a leash into your fucking
It's,
apartment.
I installed AI in it, so it's like a real pet. You don't know what it's gonna do.
I wonder if he lives there. It is a nice building, but like I can't imagine him living there.
A lot of people live in that building, man.
Yeah, it's fucking huge.
You ever thought about firebombing it?
No.
No, that's weird.
I don't. My thoughts escape me sometimes, but I didn't think ever that. Now it's gonna be a thought in my head a lot, though.
Oh
Ah, whatever. It doesn't
All right,
matter.
well, we'll see what happens.
This is a very firebombable building.
Oh, this is a good one. Thick Juicy Burger. We can be serious or not serious.
Kind of a burger.
Thick Juicy Burger wrote in, he says, "Greetings, my favorite gay polycule. If you could erase one memory from your mind permanently, what would it be? Stay moist." I gotta be honest with you. I think it's playing a video game for the first time. Like I think I would erase like my first playthrough of something. Ooh. Like
I wish I would erase your perspective of video games in general. I'd make the moment where you fell in love with them. I would take that from you.
I can't tell if I would be unchained or really, really crippled by that.
I think
You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know.
I think you would be really sad because you would have like one of your biggest loves wouldn't happen.
But I wouldn't be sad because I wouldn't feel like I lost anything because my love for it would be gone.
Yeah, but then you would have a love that you'd want to yearn towards, but you don't have. What would you have done?
But I could just go find something
You
else.
probably have like gone to music and shit.
I probably would finish all the fucking songs that I've been working on for fucking years that I keep putting away because I'm like, I'm not really a music guy. I don't really do music. Even though that's what it pops up when you Google me. I don't understand.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
Like,
that's about.
would you say like you're an American gay musician or something?
Yeah, I'm a gay American musician.
Imagine all over the internet it says you're gay and you're just not.
I mean, I
Like straight up, like you're like.
I would just be
it's so
like,
funny to imagine that, like in 2005, that would have really pushed people over the edge. You know what I mean? Like if somebody was called gay, like everybody believed that they were gay, that would be like a thing that would haunt them at night.
Yeah.
Today, like if I found out that like most people believed I was gay, I genuinely don't think I would care.
Well,
at
you
all.
don't get violence aimed towards you for being gay. That's why some of those people
How do
are
you
like,
know?
"Might you're not. You're not."
People still like. I mean, I've been the target of anti-Semitism.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I
That's
guess.
super racism. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because they're just like, you fucking Jew. And
Clearly,
I'm like, what?
you're like, what? That doesn't mean. So, what about Greek people? What
I'm
about
not-
like
I'm not
Italians?
Jewish,
What
man.
does this
You kidding
mean?
me?
They're clocking you, man. You got a schnoz on you.
That's true.
You do have a schnoz around.
But like, I was like,
do.
there's so many groups of people around the world that have big noses, and you just
I
like,
have a big nose. And
More
I'm
likely
not
that I'm fucking
Jewish.
Arab than.
like it's crazy. I love
think it's funny.
I love super racism where they're just like, I clocked you.
Dude,
by
I
this
have. What's
one
crazy is that I
thing."
have met Arabs that look whiter than me.
Yeah.
and that confused me quite a bit.
Well,
when
that's
I
just
saw
the
it.
Europeans going.
I've never met a.
You know?
I hate that. That's what your current miming for fucking. Is.
So
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm
it's pissers.
sorry. This is you want to you actually want to know where this came from?
I guess so.
I was actually prepared for you to say no. I was about to be like, I'm gonna
No,
stop.
thank you. No,
But
thank you.
He already said it. I'm like a vampire. I'm invited in, and
Coming in,
That's crazy.
you say coming in, he's chewing through the door. He's trying to eat through the door already. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
Anyway,
setting
fucking
tone?
explain.
so there was a guy that would sexually harass people at our football. So freshman football, there was this guy that we called Tupac. I don't know why we called him Tupac. He didn't look anything like Tupac, but his name was Tupac.
Smokes 2 packs a day.
His name was Sammy. I'll never forget Sammy. So Sammy would go behind people. So let's just put it. He did it to me, and he did plenty. He did it to me. I'm tying
What did
my.
he do? He like fingered your little rectum?
No, that's crazy. I definitely would. I probably wouldn't say.
What if you did it so quickly that you didn't barely noticed?
If that happened, I wouldn't talk about it on the show because it would be like, oh, this is a real problem I need to tackle.
Work through.
Trying to
yeah,
make
yeah.
fun of you about it.
But like, yeah, it would be fine if he did it. It was like when whatever. But yeah, he came up behind me. He would come behind people. I was tying my cleats and he came up behind me and he did it like everybody. So he did it to me, and he
No way he did that.
yeah, he would start.
Did he
Humping
did
you.
he grab your hips and
He did
so
not-
hard to the point you couldn't move out of the way? Like he grabbed your hips and put his fingers down on your back muscles in a way that you could not stand up.
basically-
or
Oh my
move.
god, in those back dimples?
Yes.
He
And he just-
petrified himself like a tree, and he just stayed there. And he was just like, that was it.
He's laughing
He
his
was
ass
just-
off, and you're terrified. You're terrified of losing your balance and shit. But he's holding you, and you're like, he's like, hey, funny.
He thought it was so funny, and then the fire department had to saw his hands off because that's how hard his grip was.
Grew him back instantly.
He did grow him back.
That is
I forgot
fucking
that he's
crazy.
half tree.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, he was half tree, so he grew it back. He's half piccolo or tree or something. I forgot what he was.
Piccolo.
He's either
Piccolo's
half
a
piccolo or half
slug.
tree. The science is not determined
It's
yet,
not
but it
completely-
must be one of those two.
Half
things.
piccolo or tree, or maybe 1/4 each.
But yeah, it is crazy.
And half both.
High school was nuts, man.
He's 1/4 tree, 1/4 piccolo, and half both.
He's half. He's half quarter. He's half 1/4 piccolo, half 1/4
Stop, I'm getting confused.
Definitely.
quarter tree. So he's half piccolo and tree.
Good math.
It is good math,
Very good
yeah.
math.
He's half piccolo and tree.
He's half
Anyway.
One-fourth
tree.
each of those.
Yeah, so sexual assault in high school, you know how it goes.
Jackpot.
Okay, yeah,
Classic.
cool. What about you?
Classic.
Classic.
You got something that you would
I'm
erase?
sure if you played sports, you would have been sexually harassed
It
all the
happens.
time.
Oh, me for sure.
Yeah, a little twink.
Yeah, dude.
Get him! Get him!
Get him! Get him! Everybody,
I could
dog
tell.
pile him. Get him
I-
naked. Dog pile him.
The locker room was terrifying for you.
Yeah, I could
I
tell.
fucking dude, locker. Oh, God,
Locker
so
room was
gross. I'm not homophobic.
I
but
hated the locker room. I hated the
I
locker
didn't
room.
like it very much either. Even though I'm like,
Always stunk so bad because it was like a mix of body odor and Axe.
Axe 100%.
Axe for us. I don't know if it was. I don't know if
Axe
it
was
was.
still around. Axe was around when I was. A kid.
I remember like it was yesterday. It was fucking Dark Temptation Axe.
oh my god,
It
I
was
remember
like-
that scent.
Yeah,
Dark
it just
Temptation.
burned into my fucking brain. That
I hated it.
spray.
I remember the chocolate scent too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Chocolate's a crazy one.
Oh my god.
Every time I smell that, I think of high school. Like
Yeah.
it smells like. If I smelled that today, it would transport me back to 2009.
I
You know?
specifically bought one for that reason. And I think it ruined JoJo because I bought a lavender thing for our carpet. Like you spray it before you vacuum or whatever. It's lavender. And she walked in, she's like, what the fuck? Why does it smell like Axe body spray? And I'm like, what? Because I guess I sprayed the Axe one time and I think it infected her nose.
Oh, now it's all she can smell?
I think everything smells like Axe now because I was like, bro, this is lavender. It's not Axe.
In the same way that Groot can only say I am Groot, she can only smell Axe now.
Yeah, it didn't help that like while she's sleeping, I spray Axe up her nostrils.
That would be pretty crazy.
She tries to breathe it on you, fucking clamp her face. Shut up,
bitch. Smell this.
That's so crazy. Like rubbing a dog's face in pee or something.
That shit is so brutal when you do that to doggies. I'm like, you don't have to do that to them.
Dude, I did
Just
that.
train them. Just train them.
I did that to my dog once, but then it started licking it all up.
You're like, oh, cool.
So I was like, oh, this is not working.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is great. This is like symbiotic.
I
like
hate when
this.
dogs do shit like that because I love them less.
It just, I love them appropriately. I understand what they are. They're animals. They don't understand shit. Although to me, I also am like, how do you not, even just as a natural being that's been around, that has a lineage that lasts this long, not understand that you can't be drinking pee or eating shit?
Yeah, you should stop that.
That, if anything, that proves evolution to me, because I'm just like, no design would
Yes.
would allow for it. Like, why?
Why would you?
Intelligent
You know,
design is.
my really dumb argument was when I was a kid. I wouldn't have this argument like with people, but like I'd always think about it. It's just like, I don't know, a baby can become a fucking adult in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Like over millions of years. Why couldn't a fucking animal just change into something else? You know what I mean?
It just made so much sense because I was just like,
Same way how I felt about it. It's like change
things
is
change.
obvious, right?
Yeah, things change.
What? What did you say?
If you put a baby next to an adult, you're like, that's not the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but
You know?
can you not make that same argument about a pup and a big ass dog?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the best case of it,
It's so anticlimactic. All right.
the best case of it is because of bugs that go through metamorphosis,
That is true. Yeah, the butterfly
is-
to the
that is the
caterpillar
best-
thing.
that is the
in
best.
like one life cycle. It's like motherfucker, like,
which is that is
or just how
magic,
a baby,
actually.
or just even a baby that becomes like the elephant man. He's born fine.
he was born an elephant man, baby.
Yeah, but
though.
like sometimes people aren't. Sometimes people like get elephantitis over
I
time.
can't
Oh yeah,
believe that. I can't
That's actually
believe
true.
their genetics kick in.
Yeah,
and
like
then all of a
something-
sudden,
Oh look,
Bro.
your elephant is kicked in. What?
It's like what happens to those people.
instantaneous. It kicks in when you see an elephant.
That is
when it kicks in.
crazy.
That would make me so
you watch
bad.
Dumbo and then you.
Elephants are my favorite animal.
Oh,
That
that's
would
not
have
even
been
my favorite
fucked for
Disney
me.
movie, even close.
I love
Elephants are
elephants
cool.
so much.
Elephants are pretty cool. I like that they trample, like they step on people that they don't like.
Yeah. I like that they're very spiteful and they remember
But they're also
that's the
really
nigga-
nice, though,
That's
at
the
the same
nigga
time.
that fucked with my shit. So you kill was that the elephant that killed that woman and then
Yeah.
they're having that
They
funeral.
Yeah.
It showed
He
back
came-
up.
That is
insane.
Legendary.
That is true.
Scheduled.
Implies premeditation on a level that's actually crazy for an animal. Because that's like months of, or like not months, I guess.
Probably like a
probably
week.
like a week of
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm still kind of convinced they have a hive mind or something.
And the motherfucker
Because
was
it's weird to me that they would just remember.
Yeah.
I love elephants so much. I think they're so cute.
Would you fuck one?
Bad. No, you fucking psycho.
You don't
Get
really
out
love
of-
them, then?
Yeah,
do you?
you're a fucking liar.
I think elephants are really cool.
You
So
only
you're
love
saying you wouldn't
somebody-
fuck someone that's really cool? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I've only fucked terrible people pretty much in my life. So
Agreed.
maybe like one person wasn't terrible.
That's crazy.
That's
is it,
crazy.
is
That's
it
a bad
19-year-old
hit
Lily?
rate.
It's a pretty bad hit rate.
Is it 19-year-old Lily? Is that the one that's not
Can you
terrible?
stop?
What?
That probably scared you straight.
What?
Your bad hit rate.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it for a while.
Yeah. Let's get out of here, huh?
Yeah, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's leave.
Let's read the credits now. Let's get the fuck on out of here.
I want to get a pet elephant so bad, but there's just no,
No,
way
you
I
don't.
can take
No, you
care
don't.
of
No,
it.
you don't. No, you don't.
There's no way I can take care of it. It's just insane to
It's
even
the
have
dumbest
that.
thing ever.
It's like I would just make this little elephant suffer.
All right, let's genetically engineer baby, small, tiny elephants so the rich guy can have a baby pet elephant in the house.
Yes, it's fucked up. I shouldn't do.
I'm sure the fucking scientists are already working on that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it exists. I'm sure like that already been happening.
Count me down.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
N-word.
How much is an elephant?
How much is an elephant?
Gonna reading the names now, $25 and up. Remember, go patreon.com/snarktank. Go on over there. If you want to have your name read at the end of the show, make me say all sorts of depraved shit, like this first name, rape, parentheses, the Jewish blood banker left me anemic.
Whoa. That's a name.
That's a name.
Someone laughed at that.
Feel free to make me not say that.
Someone laughed at that.
I don't know. You're laughing at it right now. I see you. You're busting a
the
gut.
Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't.
from stop this. What
I
are you
kind of
doing?
wanted to watch it. Watch it.
Yeah,
still
shut
watch
up. Amazing how you spoil things that like feel like they can't even be spoiled. Like you find new ways.
I just think that like, oh well, there's no watch it after.
Yeah, like I want to, I also want to. I have to judge the show for how it works, like and how it goes.
Yeah, just
if I know shit.
I mean, you can look it up. Just don't
don't say shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you everything about it.
Don't tell me
Actually watch
anything.
This guy.
Shut up.
I'll tell you everything about it.
Delta Gamma King Dad coming on those slutty little beetles. Obama pointing at somebody and just saying paste before they disappear. It's fucking insane. Squimp is Bugs, Clamuel Esquire III, you sir, Guildmaster, Malibu, Imhotep, summoning scarab beetles to eat Kingston's asshole.
crazy.
Colin Moriarty, it's insane. 3 gay beetles versus Jordan Peterson's The Mask. Changing my name to Gay Beetle Penis Boy, or Gay Beetle Boy Penis to annoy Sween. I'm going to kill the president with a mortar. I am coming. Oh, that's so stupid. I am coming. Making me the victor. Mace of Molag Gay, 2 rats in a trench coat, pansexual little beetle getting waterboarded with gallons of rotten eggplant cum at Guantanamo Gay for trying to leak GTA 6 early. PM candidate for the Ultra Thieves, playing sock and boppers in the delivery wing of a hospital, got a cull the week. Unseen Full Metal Sheen gives Beetle Sween some peen. Nice. The character Heather in Total Drama Island has her top ripped off at one point.
You're right,
and her
yeah.
censored boobs are shown, not her bare nipples. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're right.
Censored boobies.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah,
Heather was the
kid
goth
show?
girl, right?
No, Heather was the popular girl. She looked goth adjacent. Like kind of like a...
She had dark
She was
skin?
like... No, she had... just look her up. Fucking, what do you mean? You have...
Yeah, you do have that phone.
You're asking me to describe her like you're fucking Helen Keller or something.
Too busy.
Oh, yeah, I know who this was, yeah.
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 Look up her tits.
Yeah, let's see those.
Berserker
don't
Beetle's
think I'm gonna do that.
big
Holding
bouncy
everywhere.
I'm
backside.
going to do that.
Reckless Rhino, the
they're not.
Sloker 2, Why So Derpy, My Negro
they're supposed to be kids or
Blackademia.
something, huh?
My
Yeah.
Negro Blackademia is crazy.
My
PP
Negro Blackademia?
Yeah.
That's sick.
PP Jordanson and Ben Shapinas. Oh, I'm Kingston's dad. Stick your willy where I shit out my chili. Oh. Ambassador Ass Eater, Goju going super shalom to defeat Lord Freezelam. All Gooners fire at will. Glaze their randy rears. Head General Hogspital, the Sonic soap opera, Damo Nation, gay little beetle putting on his gay little tie before heading to his gay little job at the gay little dick sucking factory.
Damn.
It's pretty good.
I think he's gay and little.
I think he might be gay.
He might be gay.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. Derek, not Chauvin is innocent. What is that? Is that Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, that's not a real skin.
That's not a real skin.
He shows me naked Juggernaut with a humongous
Juggernaut,
dick, and he
that's
goes,
Wolverine.
It's Weapon X.
"Oh, is
That's
it?
Wolverine. Yeah,
It looks like Juggernaut." That helmet.
I mean, he's too big, but no, he has the Weapon X helmet.
his weapon.
Oh, I see.
The actually his penis. That's the weapon.
That's so stupid.
So goddamn stupid.
Derek, not Chauvin is innocent. Hashtag free him. This podcast brought to you by cakefarts.org. Round-eyed Asian here for anus breach, please. Here for anus breach, please.
Let's
Damn it.
grow, bub.
Slant-eyed Asian beetle stroking his worm-sized beetle
He doesn't
meat
have to
rod
refractory period.
to
He
completion
can just keep
and
fucking.
mixing the
yeah.
extract into Kingston's bulgogi.
You piece of shit.
Bulgogi sounds
I want some bulgogi right now.
That sounds good right now.
Bulgogi
Actually.
would fucking hit.
K barbecue. K barbecue.
I can't fucking do. I'm not that hungry. I don't think for that Korean barbecue. I would like. Although that place has pretty good bulgogi.
Where can you get good bulgogi without going to KBBQ?
That barbecue chicken place is kind of okay.
Where?
Oh, the place in downtown?
Yeah.
What place?
They make a bulgogi rice bowl. I don't know how I feel about it though because
Oh,
the
BBQ's
only
chicken. That's
Yeah.
right? I don't like the way that's.
How much is it, bro?
That place
'Cause
had-
it's
has-
expensive.
Yeah,
that's kind of the
that was
thing.
my only thing.
It has like pineapples in it for some reason. Right?
What?
It doesn't. No, I mean, if it does, you could not ask for them. Like
Oh,
I don't.
I might try
My
that
only
someday.
issue with that is like I had it, and then like I had like a weird kind of like. It's unlike anything I've ever felt.
Indigestion?
No, I don't even know. I don't know, because I don't know if indigestion is something I've had and just not paid attention to, or if this was the first time I've had it. Maybe I never truly had it before. But it felt fucking very strange. Like,
I've never had heartburn.
I don't know. That's what it felt like. What I would imagine heartburn feels
I've
like.
never had heartburn before.
And it's the first time I've ever had it.
Scary.
But it was also the first time I've ever had that dish. So I don't know if it was just like a weird day. Or if that's the dish that does it, and I don't want to go through it again. So I haven't gone back.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I might get that today. I've had chicken in a bit.
Royden Peepison, unzip those pants, bro. Let me add some chili to that dog.
Ew.
That's crazy.
Ew.
That is fucking
That
wild.
is pretty crazy.
Holy
Youch.
fuck, man.
Get the bun. Don't forget the bun.
Sometimes you gotta fuck on Shark Week, you know? It is what it is.
That's insane.
Mistress Kingston, the town bicycle of Bravil. Funny that Elon and Trump are fighting like a divorced couple during Pride Month. Vance is gonna get 2 Christmases.
That's crazy.
That is funny. Yeah, they're splitting custody. He's gonna go over to Peter Thiel's house. Blonde, blue-eyed German man applying for JoJo's position since Derek is gay and Western Europeans outvalue Eastern Europeans. I just found out.
Shots fired.
Hey man, I didn't say that. Don't shoot the messenger, man.
I mean, kind of, but like still.
I just found out that one of my dad's old friends is the pizza guy from Spider-Man 2. I could pass on a message to him from you guys. That'd be fucking awesome.
Well, like his dad, or
yeah, the guy.
I mean, the boss, or
yeah,
or
go.
really?
I mean, that's what I mean, that's the only pizza guy in Spider-Man 2. I would imagine.
That's cool.
That's sick as hell. I love that guy. Ask him if he would be on our show.
Yeah.
Unironically, like I love that guy's delivery is iconic.
Yeah.
That'd be such a weird guest. That'd be so interesting.
I'd love that dude.
Oh man, we're probably too toxic.
Yeah, he's gonna be like
for like a real celebrity.
I can't be honest. I can't show my face on this show.
It's like having fucking what's his name on here, Tobey Maguire on here. And it's saying all the fuck shit we're saying.
I would kill to have Tobey Maguire.
Message Hugh Laurie. Dude, just
yeah. I mean, I guess whatever.
It literally.
I guess I have nothing to lose really.
After all these years, hey man, big fan.
I really like that follow though, man.
Dude,
it's the only follow that I care about. Really,
I can't believe you never inquired about.
I'm just so scared because I don't want him. Because the thing is, like, it's like Schrodinger's Hugh Laurie kind of right. Because I'm like, I don't know if he did it or if his like account manager did it.
Yeah.
Or if he did it by accident, and if I don't know, then I can just get away with saying he did it on purpose.
That's a good point.
You know, because that's kind of Occam's razors that he did it on purpose. It's kind of hard to accidentally follow
but
people.
He's still there though, so yeah.
Yeah, but also like how active is on Twitter is he? Has
That's
he seen
true.
Has he seen like a thirst trap? Like I don't know.
I hate your face.
I just found out he subscribes to like an OnlyFans. I just found out that one of my dad's old friends. Oh, I read that already.
Yeah.
Woke Marxist Pope. My ass is full of piss. Help. Thugs. Imagine him sitting. The pizza guy from Spider-Man 2 sitting through this credit sequence.
He's gonna keep having him say go.
Oh my god. Thugzilla X Gay Beetle Seeds of Bussy Garden. Colin Moriarty, Schrodinger's Blumpkin. Jack WFM, super gay and cool and gay Beatles tackling race relations and stereotypes and gay.
I hate this world.
Just sold 3 Labubu dolls and now I'm set for life. Can I say something about these? I only just found out about these like a week ago. Have they always been around?
I just found out about them. I think the same. JoJo mentioned something about him, and I was like, "What the
Lily's cousin.
fuck is
It
this?"
feels like people are pretending like this has been a thing.
Yeah.
But I swear to God it hasn't. This has happened in the last like 3 weeks.
This is something that none of us would know about unless we were directly encountered with it. Like
No,
that's
but I'm
why.
saying, but I've never even heard this term or seen it
because
written.
We would never
These are like
encounter
Beanie
with it.
Babies,
Yeah,
right? Isn't it like
exactly.
that? Like
or
that kind of
Trolls
thing?
dolls, something like that, or fucking what's the name of the ones that were not the Gremlins, the Furbies.
Furbies. Yeah,
That's a good-
fuck.
Furbies
Yeah,
were
yeah.
not the Gremlins.
I had a Furby.
Remember when
I had
Tickle
a
Me
few.
Elmo was like the craziest thing ever?
Dog, I remember getting one when I was like 4 and
You
being
got
sad.
one?
Yeah, Tickle Me Elmo.
Bro, that's money, bro, because those things were fucking supply and demand.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
by the time
I'm
that we were
aware.
kids.
I'm aware.
That's
no,
crazy.
they were probably crazy when you were a kid, though.
I feel like by the time we were
right,
kids, they were kind of like hand-me-down toys.
That's right. That's
People
right.
just had them. I got the new one of the year that time, and it freaked out then broke. And I
Have
was
you seen
really
the guy
sad.
like?
with the motor engine?
Yeah, and like shorted out.
That shit is so funny.
dude. It was
My
moving-
Republican uncle got me a Tickle Me Dick Cheney.
That-
Yeah.
lying.
I'm dead serious. It was a Tickle Me Dick Cheney, and you had to tickle him, and he'd go like Halliburton.
Halliburton.
Dude, the Tickle Me Elmo's the fucking car fucking engines on it are crazy. They start violently shaking, and then they start making noise like it's fucking
Yeah,
breaking.
like it's being
inside.
electrocuted. Like ah!
Weapons of mass destruction in Iraq.
I'd put that on a
It
little
reminds me
kid.
of that fucking that video of the muffler with the flashlight on it.
Was it?
Oh,
It just stretches to such a size that it's like that. How does it even
It looks
get
like
that?
it,
big?
it looks like an anime transformation of a villain. It
does,
Like,
yeah.
this is insane.
It's like a Resident Evil transform.
yeah.
Colin Moriarty, Kingston is my favorite Disney princess. Big Meaty Stinks. Canola Joe slipping under Kingston's door. Deep throating a cactus daily to sound like RFK Jr.
Oh my god.
Fluoride.
I did it. It's finally here.
I was talking about that with Jalen yesterday. And we're convinced that he just ate grenades for years in order to sound like his throat's mostly shrapnel, I think.
I hate that guy so much.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Let's pass a bill about balls.
Everybody, don't eat that. Everything is bad for you.
Balls.
Don't drink that water.
You
It's
don't
full
need
of
it.
water.
You just
The water's full of hydrogen. You gotta take the hydrogen out of the water.
If you're,
take the hydrogen out of the water now.
don't drink that water, you'll drown. You'll drown, I promise you.
Exactly. What's happening?
You know, water is the leading cause of drowning.
I've never drinking water in my entire life.
You saw that potion he was drinking,
I
dude?
only-
That brew?
Oh, yeah.
He was drinking a brew
You have
of
like
some
an
sort.
elixir?
It was like cum or something. It,
was-
looked white and weird. Like,
He
it was
dropped
like
a bit of blue in it?
It's probably just a melted ice cream sandwich. Some fucking incredibly unhealthy thing. While he's like out there being like, "But be healthy, be healthy." You know, he's chugging ice cream sandwiches. Don't.
People are like, it's so impressive. He's in the kitchen. He's like, yeah, because he's so full of steroids.
I don't drink water.
He's
I just eat
full
chalk.
of steroids. What do you
It's
mean?
So funny. HGH, Anavar, fucking
He's
testosterone.
full of steroids.
There's like 70 needles in his throat.
If
Why
he was
did-
healthy and he was of that age, he wouldn't look like that. He would just be thin and in shape.
Why drink water when you can eat chalk?
Literally fucking famous heroin addict. That's crazy,
I'm
dude.
not a weakling like you. I don't need water.
My throat is not wet at all. It's all scabs.
You want to see? You want to hear a video of me before I stop drinking water? He presses play. Hello, I'm Robert F. Gage.
Yeah.
I
I'm
still
Robert
suck.
Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr.
What's crazy about it is here's me as a baby, and it's like, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah,
I sounded so good as a baby, and then they started making me drink water.
Exactly.
When I sounded like this during water.
Now I'm back to the way as Lady Gaga would say, I was born this way, so I will stay this way.
Did you see Gaga? Apparently she did something with some lady was like, you're going to hell, and she kissed her and said, now you are too, and walked away.
Oh,
Is
no,
that real?
I did not hear
I don't know
that.
if that's real. Like, that's crazy.
I'm a big Lady Gaga fan, though.
Yeah, it seems
That
like
you were
a-
like, oh, fucking shit. Damn it, I should have yelled that. Why wasn't I yelling that right there?
Dude, I saw her do this live thing of My Baby Shot Me Down.
It's Coachella, I think.
And it was the craziest fucking performance I think I've ever seen. I was like, that is insane that somebody's hitting those notes in that way. It's fucking crazy.
She is a
very
very
good.
talented lady, dude.
She's beautiful, but I hate the way
She's,
she
al-
eats.
she's also not that old. I thought she was much older than she was.
Is she like in her 40s or something?
Just getting there, I think.
Yeah, she's like late 30s, I think.
She's like, I think
39
she's like
maybe?
a year older than you. Maybe 40 now.
She might be about to be 40 or is
Maybe
40.
40
Oh, I
No,
thought she
she's a
was.
year
Like, I thought
taller
she was
than
a couple
you.
years older than me.
Nah, she was. Poker Face came out. She was really not old
Yeah,
yet.
she was like
Well,
19.
she was fucking pretty much my age. It's crazy.
She was really not old yet. She's maybe
Gaga age.
41 is a stretch.
She was probably
39.
like
Yeah,
39.
That was a complete guess.
She's probably like 20 when Poker Face came out. It's crazy.
That's fucking
19
crazy.
years ago. Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy?
Suck
So
my
is
dick,
what you
suck
call it. Jennifer
my
Lawrence is
dick.
mad young too. I didn't know
She's
she
younger
was,
than me for sure.
I didn't know she was that young. I thought she was way older
I
than that.
don't fucking care.
Why are you so obsessed with celebrities that eat regular food and drink water?
Why can't you all just help me live forever? I want to let me the fluoride found.
Why don't you drink
Mommy, milky, milky,
Mommy, milky.
Wah,
battery acid? Wah. And then like
Someone just throws a vat of steaming hot water at his face. Oh, it got in my nose, my neck hole. It's in my
I
neck
hate
hole.
it.
It's in my.
It feels not good.
You know what I just came up with?
What happened?
Kids show, Jews Clues. And it's an Israeli
We just
Steve.
bombed a mosque.
And it's-
We just bombed a mosque. We just bombed a mosque to
I
kill
wonder
one
if-
terrorist. We
That
just
is
bombed
crazy.
a building.
I was thinking, like,
we
can
just
you?
bombed a
I was
building.
thinking he goes, it was like, can you? By the way, this is playfully anti-Semitic.
Playfully. Okay.
Yeah, but oh, hey, whatever. But he looks at the camera. And he goes, like, can you find my $100 bill? And then it does the pause.
Yeah.
And it's like it highlights.
Instead of
And
blue,
he turns around and is like, oh, thank God.
instead of blue, it's just Jew.
Yeah.
It's just a Jewish.
But it's still the dog.
Jew-
It's like, bow, bow, bow.
with a dreidel and a fucking
It's the
yarmulke.
most Jewish version of a dog. He has a big ass nose somehow too.
Come on,
they
dude.
just go
That's
full
crazy.
They just go full send on being completely.
it looks
he
like
has a
the-
snout and then a big.
He looks like the propaganda, dude. he looks like the
snout.
propaganda. He looks like the covetous Jew. The
That is
propaganda.
insane. The dog has its
dog-
hands clasped.
He has his hand clasped over like
It's just
maybe
just
a penny.
it's just pure anti-Semitism. That's all the show
It's
is.
so funny though.
What's the
We gotta bomb another Palestinian, and that's the first clue. We put it in our bank account, and you know what to
You
do.
put American money in our bank
What's
account
the,
and then do.
what's the opposite? What's the
Magenta?
Hamas? What's the Hamas show?
Hamas would be like Corey and Hamas. It has to
Oh,
be Corey and
right.
Yeah,
Hamas.
that's classic.
Obvious.
Corey,
Corey in Hamas.
There's a bomb in every week, baby. Corey. That's
Wasn't
so
he
jihad.
doing DDR versus Netanyahu or something?
Yeah.
And he was winning, and that's what started all of this. This is all started. Ever since then, he was like, "I'm gonna get those motherfuckers back." With
It is crazy. There's a Corey in the House episode where he does like get into a DDR dance off, a CGI DDR dance off with like I don't even know, like a Benjamin Netanyahu stand-in. Or no, it was like a Russian prime minister who was like buying Alaska or something. I think, or something like that. He accidentally sold Alaska to Russia, and he had to win it back in a dance battle or some shit.
That's crazy.
Disney Channel shows are fucking. That's like in the first season too. It's not even like season 15 where you're like, okay, you're out of like. I mean, you have to go crazy.
Yeah.
At that point, it was like in House when like in the first episode of season 3 or something like that. Early in season 3, like a kid gets abducted by aliens. I'm not kidding.
I watched it.
You saw that episode?
Yeah, and then
How
like
far did the episode go?
they think he got his ass like got thoroughly probed.
Was alien part real or what happened?
No.
No,
like-
he was hallucinating.
He was tripping.
Crazy.
Tripping something
Crazy
Child?
dumb kid that actually was sick. He had like some type of there was like a metal in him that was making him freak out or something. So like they were like when they found something, they were like, "Oh, was he really probed?" And of course not.
Yeah.
There's no aliens. I'm Dr. Gay House.
Not yet.
There's
I'm
no
Dr. Gay
aliens.
House.
There's only gay houses.
There's only gay houses and my dumb black friend that always tries to disprove me, and he's always wrong, and he keeps challenging me. I don't know why he still works here, but then he actually quits after a while.
That's crazy, Dr. Gay House.
Can you help me with the fluoride?
Oh my God, RFK.
They would butt
Oh my God, that'd be so fucking
be
crazy.
like water and vinegar.
I would pay
It'd be
so much money to
insane.
see an episode of House where it was Dr. House versus RFK. That needs to happen. Bring the show back for one season.
One back. One episode. Message you, Lori, now, please.
1 2-hour episode.
Message him now.
Mr. Hugh Laurie, please. I say no more.
Mr. Hugh, you have
He
to.
didn't even say that. He just said please, and he's like, say no more. I
Say
got
no
you.
more. I know what you're about to ask me. You're about to ask me if I want to revive House to do an episode of House with RFK.
Why isn't like Ben Shapiro?
I don't know because
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot how I
RFK.
kind of forgot how he sounded.
He kind of just sounds like this. You got to just talk like this.
Yeah, we're
done.
doing an episode of House. I'm gonna say the N-word in it.
I'm going to say the N-word to
Why
Foreman.
are black people scary?
Foreman,
Because
my,
they're scary.
my black doctor friend, Foreman. He's black.
They're
If you
black
didn't
because
know.
they're not eating the right thing.
They're saying the right thing. They're rioting.
These are white people. But
when
they're
he-
just poorly nourished.
When he was getting to position, right? When he was getting position, and people were talking, and the shit they were bringing up,
Yeah.
and the fact that they still put him in that position is crazy.
It is
like the
fucking
shit they were bringing up.
Oh, when they were doing the I forgot what they call it, but yeah, it's like when you're
And Bernie was like, "This man has led to people dying," and they're like,
and he's like, oh, he has
We're gonna die anyway.
this guy has profit margins from this company that's obligated to sue all these companies, and he's pretty like they expose literally everything, and then they're like, well, yeah, we're still gonna vote for him. Like, what are you saying? Trump wants him.
I vote Corey for Hamas. Dear Dandy Andy, leader of the Spiderfucker Party, Trump putting Elon in the cuck chair.
Spider juice will get rid of it's whatever disease you have.
I just want the carnage symbiote.
skin.
I just like, just take me and make me evil. Go ahead, consume me.
you never milked a spider before?
If you've never milked the spider before, you've never lived.
It comes out the thorax.
If you've never milked a spider, I should kill you.
I should kill you. Mr. RFK Jr., you are a stupid, dumb piece of shit, and you have no idea what you're talking about. You do not.
My cum comes out in cubes.
That is. I don't know if I believe you.
It's the way it's supposed to be. It's healthy.
I don't know if I believe you. I'm Dr. Gayhouse. You don't understand. I am the ultimate doctor.
Oh, is your cum cubes?
I want you to come for me right now. Dr.
Okay,
Foreman. Immediately. And he cubes his
He was edging the whole time. He was actually.
As a matter of fact, I can do it right now.
He has a vestigial. It was the worm doing it.
And the worm was fucking
The worm
massaging his cock. Well, he's
Twitch the whole time.
I am a high-ranking figure in Islam, and I am placing a fatwa in Kingston. Heath, Big Bad Beetleborg, Smoker, Smoking Kingston, Gids, Low Tier Gooner. Please make cute Snark Tank tote bags, and the gays are begging.
Goon tier.
we got
God.
Goon
tier God. We got
Low
you.
Tier Goon.
Low tier God.
And weep for my legion of Sweens be upon ye. Israeli Tony Stark still sells bombs to Israel. Dave Blunt's stage dive tsunami. Willem my foe. Kevin Durant's feet. You can win any argument by simply calling your opponent a goofy looking cunt and walking away. This is true. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants, I Krish shall now enter Kingston as a gay beetle. Fuckface Unstoppable, Cardboard Pie, shitting and crying whenever I fail to be funny. Hot to go, FAGGOT bros, pounding butt and sucking chodes. Jolly old dipshit, the ace of parades, baby batter. Oh my god.
What do we got?
Baby batter pop. Baby batter pop. Baby batter pop is fucking amazing. That's a great write-in. Or great name.
Baby batter pop.
Baby batter pop. Oh. It's cubes.
It's cute.
Pacers Devil Magic is our last hope. Please, Light Skin Avengers, save us from an OKC championship.
I'm in.
Colin Moriarty.
They got game one.
They got him. Beatles Gape 3. Pee Wee Herman be like, haha, I'm still dead. Sweeney and Kanye for president 2028. Michael Vick beats the piss out of Scrappy Doo and Scooby Doo and makes the mystery gang watch. I love it when you call me Big Hamas. Throw your guns in the air if you use a Juice Slayer. Getting head from a gay giraffe beetle. Breaking my dick at the bend. Search Peter Lorre for fish search Peter Lorre fish battle. Catch me running through a MAGA rally the way Doom Guy runs through hell. Brile and the Smunt Iconoclast edition. It's the best edition of that game, man. Smitchy the Kid, the alternative lives of each other after the podcast ends. Episode has not come out yet. Colin Moriarty, Post Clarity Nut. I'm a better cuck than you, Rick. Fuck your wife now. Star Coffee, Colin Moriarty, Yush. When someone says, what the fuck is this? When someone say thank you, you tell them you're welcome. It's ridiculous.
Welcome?
Like welcome.
That's hot.
Yeah. This little beetle star. This is what? This is the little beetle star cluster home. Star cluster home to 10 billion gay little beetles, all salivating over Kingston's cummy clit. The super faggot. Amazing name. Craig the Canadian got too many Expedition 33 spoiler casts to watch. It's your boy Shawnee D, and I have transformed into the ginger version of Colin Moriarty. Cumshot Gaming, TM. At Grok, Is This True? Cerberus Agent 267, Chris Maldonado Show. So who gets JD Vance in the divorce? Dracula Flow. I put Tiger Bomb in her pussy before I fuck her. Have her howling like a cat in heat.
That's crazy.
Jacked off 590.
That's so abusive.
Hey man, I didn't say it.
Works wonders.
It works wonders. My voice is actually starting to hurt. Jacked off 590 times in 2024. Tracking since 2022. When and to what? Most in a day was 6 times AMA. I let my boy. I let my boyfriend do a cummy cum in my boy pussy, and he didn't wear a boy condom. Am I gonna get fag preggers now? That is cancer, man.
Is that JD Vance?
That might be just JD Vance. Stop supporting our show anonymously.
Yeah.
Just say you're here.
Just be out, man.
Just be out, man. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Beetle Moriarty. Gal Gadot was hesitant to sign on to the Snow White remake until Disney told her it was a bomb meant for children. Beetle Hooker in his beetle fishnets sucking beetle dick for beetle meth. Obi, won't you blow me? Waiting for the sween hunting tier I want his pelt. Colin Moriarty so gaped they call him Slip In Jimmy. Kremlin to Gremlin. It's the great Blumpkin, Charlie Brown. I want to bomb these Pokemon scalpers. 9th level wizard
crazy.
evocation spell, itchy colon, scabbing up my dick to make it bigger. Gay Afro man be like, I am gonna fuck a dude because I am gay.
So clever.
Amazing.
I'm gonna fuck a dude because I am gay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck his tight ass butt because I'm gay. Hey.
La, da,
Papini,
da, da.
I'm a giant faggot, and I.
to the rhythm of the X-Men animated theme, fuck my butt, fuck my butt.
Guys,
The
my
Papini
man
brothers,
is gay.
Jeffrey Epstein in the Minecraft movie be like, I am Steen,
Is it like guys?
Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher. I forget, I always make my name something fucking stupid for this podcast until I comment on a different page. PP, I walk my lonely toad, the only bitch to fuck, he's all alone. Ribbit, he is all alone, he is alone. Heterosexual little beetle who doesn't need beetle dick. I don't need it, I definitely don't need it. Me be fishy, a mean lesbian. The gun that Elon Musk keeps on his nightstand will become important in the final act. John Strickland, Merck's 1889. I was spitting bars with Drac back when the Habsburgs looked normal.
Damn.
The first Church of Keith David presents the Flash's new nemesis, the Speedophile. Jamaicans are the Falmer of the Caribbean. Is crazy.
Holy crazy. No, it's not. Not even close.
I don't think the Caribbean really has any Falmer, to be quite honest.
Is it the Bermuda niggas?
Oh, maybe.
Bermuda?
They are in
Yeah.
that triangle all
I've
the
seen some.
fucking
Yeah,
time.
I've seen some. That's where Collie Buds is from. You know that dude?
I've never
No.
really met a Bermudan.
Oh yeah.
Is Bermuda even fucking real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is real.
Is it?
Yeah. I literally only know one. He's a musician.
I literally only
named
know it as
Collie
that.
Buds.
I only literally only know it as that triangle.
Yeah, the triangle, the place with all that magnesium.
Yeah, where all
right?
that weird shit happens.
Yeah, all the
the
weird
magnesium.
fucking.
Oh, fucking where
we're-
JFK takes baths and stuff.
Yeah, JK takes baths in the Bermuda Triangle. I think SpongeBob lives there.
Yes.
Cthulhu's down there. Cthulhu's down there. I saw him. I swear to God, I saw him. Help me, help me.
Pre-Roz, Blake 896. I got Lockjaw doing graveyard shifts at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was Lockjaw, as previously mentioned. I took her into my attic, and I franked it.
Hey, bars.
That's both clever and witless.
100%.
What if Nigeria stole the second G? What? From Niger?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. God damn it. Das Goopy, Choices by E40 is the bad to the bone of rap. Laying on my penis until it falls asleep so it feels like I'm giving someone else a hand job. Young Colin molested by a gay beetle. A gay little beetle. Remy Turner wishing for another Blumpkin. Nikki Ziggy.
Me another Blumpy.
One more Blumpkin.
Wait, I can't do his voice.
Wanda.
Hey, Cosmo, Wanda, can I get one more Blumpkin? Okay, Timmy.
Okay, Timmy.
No,
I can halfway do
dumb
Cosmo's
bitch.
voice. I cannot.
Cosmo's
do
pretty easy to do, to be
You're
fair.
dumb and gay.
Here you go, Timmy. Here's a Blumpkin.
Wanda, get to it.
Want to get to it? Fuck. How does she say? Fuck you. Fuck you,
That's a
Timmy.
great impression of Wanda.
Fuck you, Timmy. Fuck you,
I'm
Timmy.
Wanda.
Here's your
It's
Blumpy.
me, Wanda.
It's me, Wanda.
Here's your Blumpy, son. Here's your Blumpy.
Cosmo, Wanda, I wish for a big chocolate shake. And then he pops up. Don't you know how many calories that has? Here's a kelp shake.
Kelp shake.
Here's a kelp kale fucking. Here's a duck foot. What was the thing that he was eating? The feet?
Pigeon calves
Pigeon
and bear
calves.
necks and bear necks.
Pigeon calves. I forgot about the pigeon calves. Here's a pigeon calf sundae.
Look, there's a banana on it. It's fine.
If you're not coming cubes by tomorrow, you're not healthy.
The humans don't get enough potassium, so I
they're
like to
cute this
inject
side.
it directly to my eyeballs.
Hard potassium.
You know, you get more potassium by sucking a banana like a dick than eating it.
And he's just for hours.
Frozen banana throating that thing, dog.
You probably should just eat
Can
it.
I get my wish now?
You probably-
He didn't ask at all. Straight Slayer making the world gayer. The first sinking,
it's
the first city sinking worm is currently gestating in RFK's head. That's crazy. It's the Gears of War worm that's
Large
in RFK's
fries.
head.
Oh shit,
That's fucking crazy.
that's crazy.
That's insane. It's the baby worm, and it's gonna grow up one day. And it's gonna sink Jacinto.
That's gonna be what you call it. What is it called? What's it called in freaking fucking Yermanganders and fucking what you call it?
Yermangander?
Yermanganders inside RFK's head, just writhing
crazy.
around.
Dude, that is insane.
That both of them are in there. Jormungandr and that fucking worm that sinks
that
Jacinto.
nameless worm.
That nameless worm.
That there's probably a
crazy.
expanded universe book about.
Yeah, which that's actually interesting.
There are Gears of War books. I'm pretty sure. I think I
Yeah.
remember seeing them. I wonder if they're any good. Probably not.
Probably not, but
They're probably written for Xbox fans at that age, so it's probably shit.
yeah.
And then the pussy was coming.
Then Dom got his Mountain Dew, and no one could fucking stop him, dude.
And then the black man was cool, but then the gun went boom.
the gun went boom.
I love Gears of
And
War,
the
but like it
boomer
is.
says boom.
I love Gears of War. Like I think Gears of War is smarter than people give it credit for, but like also the aesthetics are so meathead.
It's great.
It's such a meathead. Like I wouldn't be surprised if most Gears of War fans just completely glazed over as to what that game is about.
Oh, yeah.
Or like any of the emotional beats are like, huh, he killed his wife crazy.
that game is not for.
It's melodramatic as fuck. It's like a soap opera kind of.
And you remember when Dom like makes the ultimate sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Like I bet they're like, this is so gay.
Yeah.
This is just
So
stupid.
gay.
Music stupid.
They're like, who is that?
Who is that?
All for around me or
That's
for
not Bandana Man.
Oh. Who is fucking? Who is anybody in this?
Who is any?
I didn't learn their
I just know they're
names.
characters with guns.
That's dude,
Yeah, chainsaw.
there has to
Is
be.
that the torque bow? Nice.
No,
The
they don't
only
even
characters
know.
they know are the guns.
They know that's the torque. That's the hammer of dawn, baby. It's the hammer of dawn. Let's go.
He starts chewing
it's like
through it.
fucking-
He has a brick of cement that he bites into every day and eats a little bit of.
Just, you got to.
Eddie Murphy looks weird in this.
Is this Big Mama's house too or something?
That's crazy. Isn't that Martin Lawrence or something?
Yeah, whatever.
No,
I
it's
think-
not Martin Lawrence.
Isn't it? I think it is.
Is it?
I think it is. I think it
That's
is.
crazy. I can
That's
tell them
cra-
apart.
That's crazy. Tyler Perry. What the?
Medea looks really big, and this is crazy. They would never watch. They would never watch a Tyler Perry thing.
I mean,
Oh,
I'd
no,
never
yeah.
watch a Tyler Perry thing.
I don't even think. To
even
be
by
fair,
accident.
I've never watched one. To be fair,
Ever?
no, I didn't enjoy because I'm be honest. Medea hit way too close to home. I had a great grandmother named Medea that looked kind of like.
That's crazy.
It's actually
What really bothered me about it is
Yeah.
that, like, I was fucking unfortunately raised pretty Christian, so all my Bible thumping fucking relatives were like, "This is real good story about black people." My grandma was like, "No, it's not."
fucking trash.
She was
Dude.
like, it's like she said when she didn't watch novellas. She thinks that shit is just garbage. Like,
I think we had one.
it is.
I think we had one Medea movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Medea goes to hell.
No, but that would be sick.
Yeah,
Medea
I would have
ends
watched
up in
that.
1969.
You watch Medea X, and then
Medea, sinks,
the
Medea
13th.
sinks Jacinto.
Hello.
Fucking
Hello, Lucas.
See if you
he's done.
hello, Lucas.
Tyler Perry has done serious damage to the mental perception of black people in this country. Same thing with King Batch. I stand by that.
I think King Bash did more, to be honest.
I think-
I think Medea was
so.
like a niche.
I don't think
It was
so.
successful, but I don't.
completely the opposite,
I
brother.
You think so?
disagree.
Yeah.
Chris, I think
That
people,
dude has an empire of money from Medea.
I understand, but I don't think it took much to get that money. Like, I would be curious to see like Tyler. I was about to say Tyler, the Creator.
King Batch is
Fucking-
broke.
Well, now, yeah.
Is he broke?
But I mean, like,
I just assuming.
I would guarantee King Batch's vines had an influence on more people on Vine than Medea's movies had an impact on adults or really anybody watching those movies.
I think I agree. I think they
because I
both.
found Medea by like sheer happenstance.
They are both the magical
just
queens
like-
of the universe.
Although I will say I think it's debatable. I don't think I'm necessarily right. I just have a hunch that that's true.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's just more like I see no King Batch influence anymore at all. Like as far as
Do you see Medea influence still though? You know what I mean?
Tyler Perry still has a chance to make movies.
Like
Sure, but
That's the influence of Medea.
I think
yeah,
only.
but I feel like he's got his. I don't know. It's kind of the same way that the My Pillow guy is successful. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
it's kind of.
but like, is his influence crazy? Like, I don't know.
Michael, I forgot his name.
Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell. I'm Mike Lindell. Did you see he had a sale and his pills were $14.88?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
I was like,
Dude, there was a video of him that looked like fucking Edgar Allan, there's a photo of him that looks like Edgar Allan Poe. I swear to God. And I retweeted it.
see it, dude.
I retweeted it. That was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I think I retweeted it and said, "Once upon a midnight dreary looking ass." And it was a banger tweet, and nobody got it because no one fucking reads.
Oh man,
Of course, duh.
that is weird to not
people don't
know
fucking read.
Edgar Allan Poe though.
You don't know
Why
Once
would
Upon a Midnight Dreary?
Why would they
Once
know
Upon-
Edgar
like, are
Allan
you
Poe?
kidding?
If they at least would.
I guess it's specific.
Isn't he
Why would
kind of
you know that?
iconic? At least like in the way that Nikola Tesla is.
Why would
Yeah.
They don't know shit about him, but
Why
they
would-
know
why
they
would-
see the picture. And
why
the,
would-
I should have said Nevermore looking ass, and then maybe more people would have got
There's
it.
Maybe.
there's no way people know who Edgar Allan Poe is really. That's niggas
Really?
don't read books. Like people don't.
but like
read,
you just know, but like by proxy,
people
you just
don't
know
even know
the
what
person.
People just go to school and pass because they're at school.
They didn't see the epic rap battle of history at least.
Chris, no.
Interesting. I'm curious about like
Curious.
because the people are calling them alpha, but alpha is not is a thing yet.
What do you
people
mean?
Gen Alpha is not a thing yet. It's just
No, it is.
We're
It
still
is
in.
now.
I
My
think
nephew-
Gen Beta is actually happening now. I think
My nephew's
That's
Gen Alpha.
not that dude. Generations.
that's
are
what
like,
I heard. I don't know.
Look, I don't
There's
know
a-
who's
a per
speeding.
I don't know
10
the
years.
science.
I don't know who's speeding it up on incorrectly.
Per 10 years is the
but
generation thing.
Absolute. That is
That is not true.
even.
It's
I
usually,
know-
it's usually
I
like
know-
It's 25.
I know you're right.
It is.
I know you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Culturally, people are speeding it up. That's not
Yeah.
accurate.
but
only Gen Z
I mean,
still here.
arguably, generations aren't even real in that sense anyway.
Well, it's just how we started classifying it. We
Yeah,
were supposed
yeah.
to do it as like 25 years because that was a generation's past. That's why there's only baby boomer, Gen X, and millennial. And then so we're still technically should only be in Gen Z. Alpha should not be a thing yet.
Well, I think
I
I am a early millennial. I think
Late millennial.
You mean late? I know what you mean.
I'm a late
though.
millennial.
I know what you mean.
technically,
We're like
right?
zillennial
So,
category.
You guys are
We're not-
still.
we're not. We're
You guys
still
are
millennials.
100% millennials.
Lily is
That's
a zillennial. Lily is one of them. The 96 group.
Yeah,
She's the very beginning of it.
I would
yeah,
still-
but it's like that
I would still
crossfade
say
area. Like I have more in common with like older Gen Z than I do with like
Look,
older
I think that's the
millennial,
thing.
you know what
Like
I mean?
where online culture changed it to where it's like
That's true.
it's meaningless now.
I do think
technically.
things. I do think things are speeding up to the point where like I do think 25 is just a ridiculous amount of time to like have a like now it's just like what the fuck even is that?
So my niece is 25.
You
Is
know?
she the same generation as me?
Huh?
Is she no, my niece is no, she wouldn't be.
Your niece is 25?
Yeah, so she's definitely Gen Z technically.
She's
but
Gen Z.
But she's like a late
But she's late Gen Z.
Late edition Gen
Look,
Z.
the way look, I totally
Older-
understand. I totally understand the way that we'd use it socially. It's just getting
It's
shorter.
getting crazy.
It's getting shorter and shorter now because people are like Gen Alpha. I'm like if you want to call it because you know what it almost
Well, I
feels
think
like
the differences
it
are
almost
getting-
feels
are-
like high school now to me.
True.
It's like once
Yeah.
high school's graduated, though, that's your generation. That's what it feels like now.
I agree, but it is also like I would argue the differences are happening faster. Like, because I even have like some younger people in my family who are like in high school right now, and they're like, I don't even know what the fuck the middle schoolers are saying, man. And that wasn't like that when I was in school. Like everybody understood like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like
the most part.
11th graders didn't have like a fucking language barrier
Between
with
eighth
fucking
graders.
8th graders.
fuck
They
are you
didn't
talking
care
about?
about the same things, and they weren't like. But it was never like, what the fuck did you just say? What are you saying?
I guess I don't know, man.
Grab by their little face.
I feel like a lot of that stuff because like it's when I hear a lot of my mom's older slang, I'm like, the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, but that's your mom.
That's crazy.
But what I
I
mean,
know
that's
my
just like-
grandma's
but
older
like,
slang.
well,
That's
what
happening with like your people's sisters now.
People's sisters.
I know.
Yeah,
I know my
my
grandma's
sister
older
speaks a language
slang.
I don't understand. They're talking about skibbity fucking what?
Wasn't that? But that's a.
I swear to you, man. I'm telling you.
Derek,
know if
my language is so fucked because I was raised by an old person. So the things I think are funny, like
Indubitably.
quite literally.
To me, the only time it happened was when I was I was probably late 20 or 30, and then somebody who was just like 18 or something. That was a gap for me because it was the way that they used bet. It was that. So it was that. Like bet when I was growing up was just like, you want to bet? It was like a challenge.
Yeah.
And now it's like an affirmation, like bet. And
I mean,
that's where I got.
I think
confused.
it still technically means the same thing, but like
No, it doesn't.
because it's like
No,
bet,
now
like,
bet
on it.
means
No, bet is a
bet-
challenge.
Bet doesn't mean any of that now.
What are you saying?
Bet is now a signifier that you're a supporter of Beto O'Rourke,
What is that?
Fuck are
the
you talking
candidate.
about?
Beto O'Rourke. You don't remember him?
Read.
You don't remember the iconic
I
Beto
want to go home
O'Rourke?
now. Okay.
It's crazy that the kids remember.
Everybody loves it. He's huge with Gen Beta.
I thought it was Patrick Bet David actually.
Patrick Bet David.
That's
What a piece of shit.
They were praising Patrick Bet David now when they say Bet.
So you think it's bad that people are dying? What do you?
Yeah, what do you mean? I'm
What a
rich.
fucking
I'm
freak.
a rich, stupid, dumb piece
I
of
have
shit.
listen.
the
I
name of
have
that dumb-
businesses and I suck and I'm stupid.
I'm a rich, dumb idiot, and I'm like from the Middle East, but I changed my name to be super white. I'm an idiot. I suck. I'm dumb and gay.
I sell babies to ISIS.
Yeah, my name is Patrick Bet David. Yeah. Babies to ISIS. I'm Patrick Bet David. I sell babies to ISIS.
Slipping that in the middle of a rant is crazy.
Like just immediately to get off his chest.
It's like an Alex Jones thing. It's like, oh, I hate this guy. He sells babies to ISIS. He's fucking. You almost don't even hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, annoying race trade of the Lily's brother playing flat out IRL. Sorry, Miss Jackson, badly brave. Who's New York Nick?
He almost exploded. He almost busted all over.
That was a close one.
That was a close one. Ethereum needs help lowering his weapon to
was
Halo
so
3.
stupid,
Penis, Nate from Muffus 1.
Yeah.
Rounding out our list as always. The seductive king of haphazard.
You know what I do find funny? The newest generation, like the youngest people right now, certain terms that have been around, like say in sports.
What, like babies?
Yeah, so the babies right now, the babies that have like Instagram and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
They're
I know one baby. Exactly.
You know one baby? That's
I know one baby.
I think I know one baby too.
I don't know any right now.
My
gonna keep it
niece,
that way.
my niece's baby.
Forever.
Yeah, my
I'm
nephew.
gonna forever keep. I'm gonna never want to see babies ever again. But
fair
they
enough,
don't.
fair enough, man.
The terminology that's been around for like sports and specifically basketball. Like they think everything's sus, right? It's so funny because everything like, oh, he exploded. Oh, like get in his face, get into him. And like and stuff, and they're talking about thickness and girth. They're like talking about like, and they're like, bro, this is so gay. And I'm like, I love that. I understand that. And
Yeah.
like, but they can't let it slide ever. Like every time I see in a comment section, it's always pause but like, I will. And everything
People
does
still
sound.
saying pause is I thought that
Everything
would've
does
died
sound
out.
gay.
Like people had on like no homo died out, but
No
Pause
homo
is
did
way
die.
better. Pause is way
is,
better.
I think it's still so stupid,
I've
but it's
never
like
heard pause.
Pause
heard
is
pause before.
so much better than because like no homos. Cause you know it's a little disrespectful. So it's nice
pause
to
is
like,
the same sentiment.
but it's much
Not as
more
verbally
that's
disrespectful.
That's the whole point,
It's-
though.
it's
What
a-
makes it more disrespectful almost
But it's-
technically?
It's just you put lipstick on it.
Ex-
But that's
Exactly.
Yeah.
but that's how language works.
No, yeah, no, I'm
But
not,
then
I'm
that
not,
makes
I'm
it,
not
yeah,
arguing with you. I'm
that's
just saying.
true, but that's also fucked.
But it's
you know?
but it's not though. It's like so you'd rather have people just say hard R than censoring themselves.
If you're calling me a Negro opposed to the hard R,
Yeah.
you
Isn't that-
mean the same thing.
But isn't
you're
that
just too
infinitely better?
No, you're just too pussy to say what you really mean. That's all it is. It's like the N-word.
So
It's
you
like-
want people to call you Niger.
I'd rather you stand on your ground than try to fucking paint it in a
You
picture.
heard it first.
Well,
You heard
to
it
be honest,
first.
I agree. I also want more people to call him.
You heard it first.
It's like
call him the Niger, but with another G.
No,
okay.
no. I know what you're
Niger,
saying. I know
bro?
this. I know this. I know this.
Niger. Yeah, the Jews took it over.
I know the sentiment that you. I know the sentiment
We're
you're
cooked.
trying to say. Because it is like, you know, it's a soft language. Like you'd prefer if people are just bigoted, just be bigoted. Like why are you
Exactly.
dressing
I
up?
know what you-
Don't
I
try to
understand.
stay in
I
public.
relate to it. I get it. However, I think there's also it's a little bit better that people aren't running around screaming the N-word.
That's
Technically, yes, but like,
it's I reserve it for the people who are, say, the kids who aren't trying to be assholes.
Sure.
Just be chill.
Yeah.
And then there's the seething racists. I completely agree. Like don't hide your power.
Like
level. I
pause
do
is
agree with that.
pause is better for it's kind of like when we call like, oh, that's gay.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, I
silly
mean, like, we
joke.
don't really mean it in any, and it's too late for us.
Yeah, it's a silly joke. It's like pause. I just like it a lot better
I
than
don't say it that much.
You do though.
pause.
Not that much.
You do.
Pause.
That's crazy.
Hey, pause.
I say the F word.
Bye guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next
Pause.
time. Stark Tank.
You let me dad pause.
Stark Tank.
Four
Stark Tank.
more years.
4 more years of Stark
4
Tank.
more years.
Bye everybody. Bye later.
Give me more money.
4 more years of